Hello, hello! Oh, 1 second. Hello, everybody. It's me, Scion, and I'm signing on. I'm a VTuber, Harpy. I guess is my intro. I don't know. I'm still figuring things out. But we're gonna play a new game today. It's called Stray. I've seen other people playing it, and I wanted to play it. I don't know the story. Well, actually, no, I kind of do know a little bit, but not too much. I just know that we get to play as a cat. And as a cat lover, that is my dream. Okay, alright. Time to see what kind of kinks I have to do in order to play the game. Come on. Okay, there we go. It's launching. Alright, it's gonna be huge probably. I'm gonna have to configure. Oh, yeah, it's huge. Okay, alright. I'm gonna have to configure this. I'll figure it out. Yeah. Okay, I hope it doesn't start me in the game right away because that's gonna royally suck if it does. Yeah, there's an autosave feature. Okay, good to know. Oh, I don't have a controller. Okay. And the center image is barely visible. Okay. That should be okay. Okay. Settings. La. Controls. Graphics. Okay. Borderless window. Wait, okay, let's try making it. No, hold on. Okay. How do I do... okay. Let's try this. La. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, hold on. I'll figure this out. Oh, no, I hope. Resolution scale? 90? Okay. Back. Yes? Uh-oh. Okay. Alright, what I'm gonna have to do... okay. I'm gonna have to... I can't play the game. Oh, no. Okay. Because I won't be able to read chat or anything, because I don't have more than one window. No! Okay. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. That's fine. We'll just, let me quickly change the stream title then. We'll just do a Scarlet Hollow. I'm so sad that I can't play it. Screaming. Okay, Scarlet. Hello. Okay. Okay, done. Okay, we're good. Now let's open this up. We're gonna just continue Scarlet Hollow. I'm so sad that we can't play the other one. It was... I don't have... If I had one more monitor, then I could. But I don't have a second monitor. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Let's do... Game. Properties. And Scarlet Hollow. Okay. Okay, let's do this. And then I want to make this smaller so I can... There we go. Alright. Let's do this. A little smaller. There we go. This should be okay. Alright, we're gonna continue playing. Load. Okay, let's see. I believe it's this one. Okay. Your phone buzzes on the table. Y'all, these are those things, right? Kaneka sends a picture of a pair of ditchlings by the side of the road. I saw them again, too. Another picture, this time, of them staring from a tree. Oh, WTF. These things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the heck they are. I guess there's more to them than the mind collapse. No way am I sleeping tonight. You think about looking out the guest room window, but at this point you're too exhausted to leave your bed. Adre- the adrenaline from this evening is finally wearing off, replaced by a creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over your eyes, even as you stare down at the ominous pictures of your phone. If it weren't for the pit of dread balling in your stomach, you'd almost feel comfortable as you sat between the covers of your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. When you close your eyes, you see the shadowy figures of the gathered behind Stella in the mines. Your thoughts are drawn to the carving on the wall, and to the visions it imparted upon you. Ooh. Your eyes shoot back open, your heart pounding as the door of your room swings open. Oh, thank God. It's just the cat. It's always just the cat. It's nice to see another living being, even one as unfriendly as Tabitha's cat. The comfort of her presence sets your mind at ease, and you finally slip into a deep, deep sleep. Oh? Cutscene? Oh. Oh. Wait. Is something gonna attack Tabitha? Oh. Huh. What is this even? I wonder. Oh, creaky door. Okay. Oh? Oh, okay. This is the end of episode 2. Episode 3 awaits. Proceed if you dare. You gotta save your game now. Okay. No. I don't need a recap. Alright, let's save. We're now on episode 3. Hooray! Sunshine filters through the dusty windows of the estate as the dull aches of last night's activities throb in and out of focus. You managed to survive a second night in the town of Scarlet Hollow. Ooh, okay. As you pull yourself out of bed, you can feel the soot and grime of the Shaw mine still stuck to your skin. Okay, let's take a shower then. You step into the guest bathroom and start the shower. The water is surprisingly hot and clean. Steam fills your lungs and the soot washes down the drain. You? Okay. Let's see, what do I want to pick? Wait, what? Think about Wayne and wonder how many times he's watched you unseen? Huh, yeah. You think about Wayne and wonder how many times he's watched you unseen. You're done here. You're done here, and you turn off the faucet to dry yourself off. Time to start your day. Okay, let's see. Let's check on the opossum. There's 2! You got a little buddy! Okay, wave at them. You wave down at the opossums. They look up at you. Okay, the game audio might be a bit loud, so I'm gonna lower it a bit. Okay, that should be good. Let's see. Can I pet them? Against your better judgment, you reach out to the opossums, an outstretched hand. Oh, well, it was worth a shot. Okay. Message your group chat with Stella and Kenkeka. You pull out your phone and open up the group chat with Stella and Kenkeka. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. What do I want to pick? Last night was terrible. It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. Okay, let's look out the window. Okay. No creepy guys this time. That's good. After finding that boot print and Veskria in the garden yesterday, you can't help but anticipate something staring back at you. It's the same view. Turn back. You turn back to the guest room. Okay. Let's see. Check the closet. Every time you see the doll, your heart skips a beat. It hasn't moved, right? Okay, good. I swear it hasn't. Turn back. It's enough of the closet. Okay, let's text Stella. Let's do ask her how she's doing. How are you holding up? It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. Okay? So let's text Kankeka. Let's do how are things with Miles? It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. Let's head downstairs. You've done everything you wanted to do up here. It's time to start your day. Oh, wait. I got a romance card. Does that mean I'm like starting something with the two of them? Huh. You enter the kitchen to find your cousin in the midst of devouring a pint of banana chunk chocolate. She isn't alone. Frou-Frou stares at you from her usual spot on the counter, and a red-headed woman busies herself trying to tidy up as best she can. Tabitha's gaze swivels from the woman to you, her gaze intensifying. Okay. Let's address her. Hi, I'm Sion. Good morning, I'm Janie. Just here doing my weekly cleaning. Whatever cleaning Miss Tabitha will let me do, at least. I would have this place looking brand new, you know. Don't go making any big renovations or moving anything around. I like knowing where my stuff is. Okie dokie. It's so nice to finally meet you, Sion. I mean, I guess I did meet you on Monday when you popped into the diner. Janie? But seeing someone elsewhere, meeting them face to face are two completely different things, I suppose. Thanks. All I'm trying to say is it's wonderful to finally to actually meet you, and I'm so happy part of the family is here to keep Miss Tabitha company with everything that's Janie. Oh, okay, I'm sorry, Miss Tabitha. Am I being too much again? Tabitha grumbles in acknowledgement. Oh, she's just... Okay, I understand a lot more about Tabitha now, especially from chapters 1 and 2. It's like she's been slowly losing her relatives throughout her life, and now you, the main character, pop in, and she's just scared to lose you too, and is putting up a cold front. Like, if she were the one to chase you away, then it's not her fault. I'm guessing. Hey, cuz, how's it hanging? You're chipper for someone who was almost crushed under our mountain rock last night. I choose not to think about the past. The past is long dead. Long live the glorious present. Congratulations on having that luxury. There was a massive mine collapse on my property last night. I can practically feel the whispers of unison already. Tabitha takes one last spoonful of ice cream, then discards the empty container, turning to you with her trademark scowl. Let's get going. I've got an errand to run in town. Every time I've left you here alone, something terrible's wound up happening. You're coming with me. Okay. I'll be out there in a couple of minutes. Gotta wrap out my morning routine. Given your track record, if I let you out of my sight, you'll probably disappear into the wilderness, only to return into the middle of the night after burning down City Hall. Janie, lock up when you leave, please, and don't go rearranging anything. I'll know. As you're ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, Sion, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I mean, I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now. And then I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry you got caught up in all that. Okay, she's quite the talker. I feel like I talk kind of like this a little bit. You did right by those kids, though. What a blessing. Everyone got out of that situation all right. Okay. You only come in for once a week, right? What do you do with the rest of your time? Odd jobs mostly, weeding gardens, cleaning houses, watching kids, that sort of thing. My husband's the pastor, so a lot of my time's spent at the church doing things for the community. Poor Daniel, he's been going absolutely stir-crazy since we moved here. With nobody really attending sermons. It'd probably do him a lot of good to talk to you through your worries. Okay, sounds wonderful. Thank you for the offer. Of course, he's ready and willing to talk with people, so feel free to stop by church anytime. The door is always open. Okay, you should get, alright. I'd love to chat more, but I'd hate to interrupt your work. I'm in town for another few days, though, so if you got time, we can hang out. Of course, like I said, feel free to swing by the church anytime. Alright, let's go. Bye, JD. Be safe out there, you two. Okay. You and Tabitha walk along the doors of the estate and into her car. The ride in town is so uneventful, your cousin unsurprisingly more focused on the road than making conversation. Alright, we're just popping into the general store for a few minutes. Okay, what are we doing at the general store? Picking up tea from Serval. Oh, okay. Okay, let's do... What kind of tea? I don't know, the kind Serval makes. She makes a bunch of weird stuff. I don't know what any of it's called, though. Quit interrogating me about tea blends. Jeez. Okay, I'm just trying to make conversation with you. Jeez, Tabitha. She's quite prickly, but she cares about us a whole lot. I can see that. Let's do... After everything that's happened for the past 2 days, it's nice to just go on an errand. Exactly. You and Tabitha turn the door as the general store busts open. A flustered Kaneka exits, shouting behind her ear. Fine. Okay, keep coddling him. Keep letting him get away with the stuff you never would have let me so much as think about. I'm sick of carrying this family. Oh, wow. Kaneka storms off, the door slowly drifting shut behind her. Ugh, other people in their drama. If more people kept things to themselves, they'd be a lot happier. Well, I mean, from what I understand, she does have a right to be angry if that conversation of hers she just yelled about is to be believed. That Miles is allowed to just do whatever he wants, and then she feels obligated to take care of everything because of it. Wow. Let's do this. I'm glad she's finally letting loose. Maybe her family will stop taking advantage of her. Her family is taking advantage of her because she lets them, not because she's normally measured and composed. Yeah, that's true. I mean, she's got like a sense of loyalty to them. And they really should be, they should really take that seriously. A display like this means nothing if she's still here next year and yet again the year after that. Yeah, no, the one thing that she really needs to do to get it straight into their heads is just up and leave. But I feel like Kaneka is not gonna do that. If anything, it just heightens the ties behind her here. You see herself in you, don't you? There aren't a lot of people you see yourself in when you live in a town like this, Scion. No. What I mean is that you are quite a lot like her in some ways where you're taking over the family business and, you know, you're feeling pressured to stay here when there are other things you might want to do instead. We're burning daylight. Come on already. The bells of the general store chime as you cross the threshold. The smell of old wood and smell of herbal tea floors your senses, making you feel instantly at home. Good morning, you two. Hope you're doing well after last night's activities. Morning. Is the new blend already ready? Oh, yeah. Of course. Sound, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will just be a minute. Okay. Picking up some of the devil's lettuce, Tabitha. Oh, I see. Gotta fill up on that old stash, huh, Tabby? Oh, wait, that's me. Oh, I see. Gotta fill up on that old stash, huh, Tabby? Gotta get your prescription filled, so to speak. What are you talking about? I don't know. It was one of the options, so I picked it. Sound is simply implying you're here to buy marijuana, dear. What? You think I'm some kind of stoner? Ugh, you know what? It doesn't matter. Think what you will. Simple motions for Tabitha to follow, and they both disappear into the tea room, closing the door behind them with the tinkling of bells. Alright, find a good spot to listen in. You find a subtle spot near the door and listen in. I know it took a while longer than you hoped, but this was a fairly short notice. In the future, please give me at least 2 months to gather what's needed. These plants aren't exactly easy to come by. Is there enough? Yes, everything should just got fine. Make sure that it all eats for a few days, and I mean all. Put it somewhere that can't get other food. I'm not keeping it inside. Outside then, a shed, something enclosed. And please call me if you get confused. Don't assume you know what you're doing. You only have one shot at this, remember that. Parlane ran me through it plenty of times. I know what I'm... Your listening session is halted as the tinkling of bells announce another patron. Or in this case, two patrons. Well, if it ain't Scion. Bo, this is Miss Scarlett's cousin. She was there with Stella the night in the woods. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Bo. I'm Duke's boy. Oh! I hope you're faring better since all the unpleasantness. Honestly speaking, things have gotten worse. I did hear whispers of what happened up at the mines last night. Scarlet Harlow ain't safe this week, it would seem. How have you been? Hanging in there? I can't complain. I miss old Birdie and there's nothing I can do for her now except protect the rest of my brood. Them things won't so much as set foot on my property. Now with me and Bo watching the perimeter with our shotguns ready. We even set the missus up with her pistol. Good thing we was watching. I merely caught Julius trying to make off with Big Birdie. As if he could have carried off nearly 1,000-pound pumpkin on his own. I'd almost like to see him try. It's not like we'll be taking her to the street fair anyway. Now all she's good for is making the world's largest pumpkin pie. I don't think Mama has a tin big enough for a Betty-sized pie, Daddy. Okay. Let's see. I think I'll go with who's Julius. Julius Tremaine. He practically spits the name. Same cousin, how many times removed, though Doyle came in as kin. He owns the farm next door, except he doesn't seem to have a good grasp on whose property is whose. Thinks he owns half of our land, sneaking around taking vegetables we planted. Of course, the way he tells it, we're the ones stealing from him, and he's the one putting seeds in the ground. He's a miserable old cuss, and knows it too. Stealing vegetables born of the other folks' hard labor is the only joy he has in life. Okay. Those things we saw on Monday are called ditch... let's do... Have you seen any of those creatures around your farm? Yeah, we saw a few of them things. They got scared off before I could start shooting. Nasty little buggers. We'd all been losing sleep making sure we could keep an eye on things. I even rubbed off on the hen. Wait, it's even rubbing off on the hens. None of the little ladies have been laying this week. You know, Daddy, I bet some big mastiff could keep those things away. Seems like it's just kind of job for a guard dog. No, don't you start again. We ain't getting a dog. I've got enough mouths to feed. As much as you say you'll take responsibility, I know it'd be me cleaning up after it. Ah, yeah. Besides, I don't have much faith those things would be stopped by a dog. I saw more than a few in that nest. Yeah, I'll leave you to it. It's a pleasure running into you, Scion. We best get on with our shopping. Can't spend too long away from the farm with those little devils running around. I can't leave Mama up all by herself there for very long. I've got a good one. Scarlet Hollow treats you better from now on. It was nice meeting you, Scion, and please tell Miss Scarlet I'm sorry about her mama. Huh. They shuffle off into the aisles. Tabitha and Sybil are still in the tea room. Your phone buzzes. Oh my god. Hey, I overslept. Still gotta make myself breakfast. Meet at the library after and figure out a plan. And then it buzzes again. Hey, you all. Wanna come over for breakfast? Would not hate it. And then it buzzes again. Sliding into the DMs, are we? If I want to hang out before the library thing, I'm parked in the abandoned lot by the gas station. It's hard to miss. Huh. I want to talk to Kaneka. You followed the directions Kaneka texted you and soon found yourself in a disguised parking lot, hidden behind the shuttered shops on the main street. She's sitting alone in the back of her van, but she notices you lurking on the edge of the parking lot and waves, her troubled expression brightening into a smile. Hey, you made it. Hop on in. There's something different about Kaneka. She seems tired, her usual alertness gone, and her eyes unfocused as they settle on you. Sorry if this is a weird place to hang out. I'm, taking a mental health day. I need space from the store. Plus, I feel like a ass. I'm exhausted and a little out of it. Must have inhaled too much coal dust last night. Okay, let's ask her straight up. What's going on with you and your folks? She sighs. Are you sure you want me to get into it? I don't want to dump all that drama onto you. Only if you're comfortable with sharing. I don't want to pressure you into saying something you'd rather keep private. It would honestly be a relief to talk about it with someone. Thanks, Scion. Especially since you were there last night, so you know how it felt to survive something like that unscathed. So after I got home last night, I had to deal with my brother. He really made me feel like I was the bad guy, especially once we got home. Like the whole mine collapse was my fault. And Mom didn't help. She never does. She always takes his side, says he's young and allowed to make mistakes. Mistakes I could never dream of getting away with. When we told her what happened, she just does the same old stuff she always does about family and getting along and sends us to bed with tea. Her favorite method of conflict resolution. As if a little hot leaf water really helped anybody. Okay. I'm sorry, that sucks. Thanks, Scion. I wish that was all. Kind of boiled over this morning, though. She wound up blaming me for letting Miles sneak off into the mines, saying that if I'd been working like I was supposed to, he wouldn't have gone into trouble. Like I'm supposed to be in charge of a sullen teenager every second of the day, while working. And it's not like I don't care. I'm always stressing out about that kid, or the store, or the million other things I'm supposed to deal with. None of this should be on me. These are the best years of my life, and I'm wasting them in this dying town keeping a store afloat while my mom just messes around with the little herbs or whatever. I'd make it out of here. I've gotten into grad school. I was good at it. I was going to graduate with honors and everything. But then Dad died. And I came back for the funeral, and then I had to stick around to help Mom to sort out a few things. First it was a month, then 2. And now here I am, over a year later, and those few things became my life. I don't want to be this person. If I could have just drive this van all the way to the coast, lie down on the beach, and never come back. Okay. It sounds like you already know what you want to do. Kaneka is quiet for a moment, staring out into the overgrown parking lot. Yeah, you're right. Maybe tomorrow. Stella made all those ghost hunting plans. I can't just skip out on her like that. But yeah, tomorrow. Definitely tomorrow. You should come with me. God, of course I feel like a butthole for talking about all this now, the morning after the mine collapse, but I guess that's what's pushed me over the edge. Nothing like a major disaster to make you question your life as taken, right? Why leave tomorrow, though? If you're serious about getting out of here, it should be today. I can't let Stella down like that. And before you say anything, it's different than the stuff with my family. I like Stella. Okay? What about... So, ghost hunting tonight. So I'm still here, right? I'm still pretty sure there's no such thing as ghosts, but I'm starting to lose a bit of that conviction. After last night and seeing those weird ditch things on the road. Here's hoping it's just the pipes or something. I don't need any more supernatural garbage this week. Remain silent. You decide not to add anything to Kaneka's thoughts. Okay. Let's do... How are you doing out last night, aside from the family stuff? Not great if you couldn't tell by now. At least I was able to get some sleep once the adrenaline wore off. I barely even felt like I got any rest at all. Now I've just got a raging headache. I hope I'm not coming down with something. Before things got heated with my folks, Mom gave me some more of this tea that's supposedly good for, I don't know, recovery, rejuvenation. It must have been caffeinated or something, because it did not help me sleep. But it is kind of helping with the headache, and at least it tastes good. What about you? I'm just normal. You sure about that? I don't know. Most people are feeling normal say it quite like that, but hey, at least you seem to be holding it together. I'll make sure to have a chill day. And once we're hanging out with friends and have some fun trying to look for ghosts that don't exist. Or maybe don't exist. I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to question my fundamental understanding of how the world works. Okay, let us stare quiet for a moment. The soft breeze flows across you and Kaneka share a quiet moment. Both your phones buzz in unison and you reach out at the same time. Almost forgot, it's Major Jimmy Day. What? Good excuse to head over to the library. We should check in with Oscar and Rosalina. Meet y'all there in half an hour. I totally blanked on the Major Jimmy thing. It's almost like we just went through a traumatic event or something. I'm not on top of my schedule. But Stell is right. This gives us a chance to meet up with Oscar, and Major Jimmy's awful cute. Okay. Why is the meeting the mayor such... Well, I mean, yeah, remain silent. Anyways, we'll have to chill with Mayor Jimmy to go to Reese. This is for dinner. Then do some ghost hunting tonight. Thank God we have so much going on today. I really needed the distraction. And thanks for letting me vent earlier. It helped. Shall we? Let's go to the library. Yeah. I don't really know what I have to say about Kaneka's situation. I mean, it's like a lot of pressure to stay in one place when you really want to move on. And she really cares about her family too, so she feels obligated to stay. I don't know. She should just decide what she wants to do for herself. And if that means up and leaving, that's the kind of thing that her family, I think, needs. Is that they can't just rely on her forever. She has things that she also wants to do. You know? And a real family would let you blossom, not hold you back. At least for me. You and Kaneka make your way to the library. It's busier than usual. A small crowd has formed in a corner of the main foyer. Yes, the whole gang's here. I've been waiting to introduce Sion and to the mayor for like the entire time I've known her. It'll be worth it. Trust us. Alright, shall we? Okay. Oh, he's a dog. Not only is this mayor a dog, but judging from the series of portraits lining on the walls, every mayor of Scarlet Hollow has also been a dog. You can tell the dog is the mayor's a little sash and a fancy top hat. It's a regal air about him. It's almost as if he knows he's in the position of authority he's been elected to. You haven't met the serious man by his side, but you have to assume he's the mayor's handler. He puts out a paw as if to shake your hand. Okay, shake his paw. It's lovely to meet you, Mr. Mayor. Oh. You reach forward to take the little paw in your hand, but his burly security detail stops you. No paw shaking. Only head pats and ear scratches are allowed. Isn't he just the cutest? Okay, stop. Why is the mayor a dog? What? It's the best part of living in Scarlet Hollow, besides the nature. Okay, where are we at? Okay. And all my friends and Winnie's Biscuits. Ooh, and the close-knit small town of the community core, of course. But having a dog mayor is a close fifth, no contest. Alright, you had your turn with the mayor. Now move along the line and get going. Wow. Quickly shuffle over the room ahead of you, leaving you to follow. Okay. Interesting. Looks like everybody else is already talking to Oscar in the next room. Before you catch up to your companions, you're interrupted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Whoever he is, you can feel his desperation to make a good first impression. A self-sustained, self-fulfilling prophecy. I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Sion. Everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt. I'm sure she's in a better place now. Okay. I don't like any of these options, so I'm gonna remain silent. Don't worry, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just thought I'd extend the offer in case you needed someone to talk to. Like, I didn't like any of those options. He's just offering our condolences, and all the options sounded really rude, and I don't like that at all. The church doors are open if you ever change your mind. Have a blessed day, Sion. The pastor leaves you be and joins the line to see the mayor. Nothing to do now but catch up with your companions. Go after them. Oh, it's him again. You find them already talking to Oscar deeper in the library. Are you sure we can't just go over this while the sun is up? I don't know if I can handle getting scared in the dark 2 nights in a row. I wish we could, especially since I'm not particularly excited by going back in there after dark either. But I'm pretty sure it only comes up when the sun goes down. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna wait until that spirit is at full power. I want to be sure we get the best evidence possible. This could be my one shot to get a real proof of ghosts. I'm not gonna let it waste just because I'm impatient. Y'all gonna be the death of me. I just hope it's possible to get rid of this thing. It's a pretty serious ghost infestation. Is that what you call something like this? I believe it's called a haunting, but ghost infestation also sounds good. I suppose we're the ghost hunters, so we can call it whatever we want. Anyways, I'll bring all the ghost hunting supplies anyone could ever need, so we should be on preparations. The only thing y'all need is to an open mind. After last night, I don't think that's gonna be a problem. Okay, we have the power of friendship on our side. Heck yeah, we do. If anime has taught me anything, is that the power of friendship is unstoppable. That's a lovely sentiment. I'm sure Rosalina will at least be glad to know y'all did your best to help her. Well, if we're not going to do the hunt now, I guess we should head over to Reese's? Absolutely. Come on, Sion. It's time to go bother our friend. I'm gonna get back to it. See y'all tonight. Time to go. Okay. So I finally met Pastor Daniel. It's only a matter of time until I tried to pull you aside for a grief counseling. When my dad, I had to ban him from the general store for a week. He wouldn't stop leaving little pamphlets at the checkout. I don't know where you find so many. I just think he wants people to like him. But he comes off as desperate. It's a vicious cycle. Oh, when you put it like that, his whole situation is kind of sad. Even if that's the case, it doesn't mean I have to like him. Whatever his deal is goes a step beyond trying too hard to get people to like him. The man was grinning all throughout my dad's funeral. He's not normal. Oh, okay, never mind. That's mean. I don't mean that in a stigmatizing mental illness kind of a way. He's just a little siren that goes off in my head every time I see him that tells me to get away from him. No, there are some people out there where it's like you should stay away from them because they're kind of, weird and whatnot. Yeah. It's exactly how I would describe it too. The whole town feels the same way. Now that I think about it, he must be pretty lonely. He can look for friends somewhere else. Head to Reese's. Alright, should we head out? Not gonna invite Tabitha. She's only gonna stop us from going. The three of you leave the library for an early dinner at Reese's. Okay? Once again, you find yourself in front of Reese's house. A cold hesitation grips you as the building looms over the hilltop. Though it's only early afternoon, it feels much later. The sun's already sinking behind the tall mountains surrender Scarlet Hollow. Okay. We're a little early. What if Dr. Kelly yells at us? There's no such thing as early when you're hanging out with friends. That's just extra time you get to spend together. Okay, but what if she yells at us? It's too late. The door swings open. Hey. Oh, this is Reese? Oh my god. Yeah, no, he is sickly. I mean, look at this. He's kind of like... He's like a little gaunt, and he's skinny. And I don't mean like just slim. I just mean like really, really bony. Reese! Oh my god, dude, it's been ages. You must be Sion, right? I've heard a lot about you. Stella's been relentless about making sure I got all the Sion updates. They're here already? I knew you'd show up early, Stella, and I knew you'd probably want to help me cook, too. Okay, what's wrong with her wanting to help you cook? What can I say? I make an excellent sous chef. Alright. The house feels cold. Not only is there an odd chill in the air, but the building itself feels too sterile. Uncomfortably tidy to the point where you're nervous to touch anything. If it weren't for the aroma of store-bought dinner rolls baking in the oven and the unsettling artwork hanging in the walls, You'd be half convinced you wandered into a real estate showing. How can I lend a hand? By sitting down at the table and not pondering around in my kitchen. Make sure everything was done well in advance. The only thing left are the dinner rolls, which shouldn't take long. Then we could have a quick dinner and you can leave my house and go about your business. Wow. I was kind of hoping to see Reese's new art. We still have time now, right? You aren't seriously considering subjecting to your friends to the disaster of your room, are you? I mean, come on. If he's like really sickly and can't go out much, even if his room is a mess, you should allow his friends to go in there. He's like actually being proactive and wants to do stuff and not lay around all day. You should be encouraging that, not discouraging that, especially for someone who's sick. It's not that bad. You'll still see the floor. Dr. Kelly raises a single questioning eyebrow. I don't mind a little mess. Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Okay, fine. As long as you stay out of the kitchen, I don't care what you get up to. Cool, we'll just be downstairs then. You won't even know we're here. Forgot how much reading is in this. We make our way downstairs. The basement is what you might have expected out of a tortured artist who spends his time confined in his studio. Discarded canvases line the edges, while trash and sketches leak out from the piles of corners in the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out their creator. Your mom is so scary. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourselves comfortable. You have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately and haven't been cleaning much this month. Okay. Your mom really looks out for you. That's one way to look at it, I guess. It's possible she's gotten a bit on the edge lately. I think my condition has been stressing her out a lot. It used to be something she thought she could fix, but I think she's kind of accepted that it's something we just have to manage. Even if she is a little harsh, she means well. Like you said, she's just looking out for me. I get that. She's just worried about you. Are you sure it's not because I did something wrong and she's never forgiven it and will hold against me until the day I die? I mean, Kaneka, I highly doubt it's that. Actually, Kaneka, I think she admires you. She says you have a good work ethic and she has a lot of respect for people like that. Really? She said that? Whoa, I can't imagine she must be the... Wait, I can't imagine how mean she must be to the people she doesn't like. I think she's usually nicer to them. That's how you know you've really messed up. What about me? Did she say anything about me? Do you really want to know? Well, when you say it like that, no. I'll just keep imagining us as very good friends. Okay. No, I'm not gonna pick this one because he's sick. Okay. Your whole situation's gotta be rough. Sorry. Thanks, but I've been dealing this for a while, so you don't have to feel sorry for me. I've come to terms with the way the rest of my life is gonna be. Hey, you're so macabre, Reese. You sound like you've been sentenced to death. Oh, you haven't, right? Not exactly. Nobody really knows what's wrong with me, but it's been getting worse. Ah. I can barely keep my food down. My skin always itches like there are worms crawling underneath it. I could live for a long time or a short time. No one's really sure. But I'm definitely not going to get better. Whatever time I have left is going to be miserable. So I've done my mourning. My best years are behind me. My future is unknowable. But one day I'll wind up in a pine box just like everybody else. And I'm okay with that. Dang, Reese. I may be goth, but that's some real nihilistic stuff. I'll make sure to come by more often from here on out. Friendship heals all wounds, right? Thanks, guys, but you really shouldn't worry about me. I have my art. I'm doing just fine, really. Okay. I don't want to pry too much about his sickness. And this just sounds conceited, because he just said that they don't know. True. We'll join the dwarves one day. We just gotta make the best for what we've got. Son gets me. This is a cat I can jive with. Stella, maybe it was a mistake to get these two together. What? Why? Your art. It's exquisite. Thank you, Scion. I don't really make my art for other people, so it's always a nice surprise when it resonates with someone, especially considering how personal these pieces are to me. I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, look at this artwork here. I don't think you can see my cursor, but the way the hands are drawn, everything, all the artwork is so good. It is gothy, but it's like, it's good. Having other people look at them sometimes feels like I'm having them look over a raw wound. You know, I've still got that painting I stole from you back in high school. I even took it to college with me. You make good stuff, dude. Oh no, you should get rid of that old thing. It's ancient. Knowing people out there who might see something I made in high school is terrifying. Honestly, as a fellow artist, I'd say yeah. Like, looking back at the stuff you made from like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, or even 2 days ago can make you feel like, oh god, I want to burn it with fire. No way, it's rad and people compliment it all the time. You could get a real following if you ever posted these online, you know. Nah, I'm okay with sticking to sparsely populated late night live streams. That's all the social media I can handle. Ah, okay. I don't know how you do it, Stella. Having to exist in front of all those people all the time. Knowing some version of you lives in their heads. Knowing they expect something out of you that you might not be able to give to them. Okay, it's not that serious, Race. You can just do it for yourself for fun, too, without worrying about the numbers. Okay, but if the only time you ever put your art up on display is a live stream during school hours, when am I going to be able to see what you've been working on? Tell you what, when I die, I'll leave you my paintings. Then you can see them off. And then maybe they'll be worth millions since I'll be dead. I'll rest easy knowing someone has retroactively given my life value. Wow. Okay, that's quite the thing to say. Okay. Oh, he's got a moving collection. Where? I guess it's over here, maybe? So, you three go way back, huh? Almost to the womb. The school here is tiny, K through 12. Not exactly one-room schoolhouse, but not far from it. We're just lucky we all got along as much as we did, as some kids weren't able to make any friends their own age. I just happened to be born around the same time as some real jerks and were stuck with them throughout the whole career. Poor kids. Not that we're free from dealing with jerks, like a certain Scarlet I could name. Okay, she was a little rough around the edges, but she was pretty friendly when you got past that. Maybe to you, but the way she'd look at me, I think I'd roll into something foul every morning before school. Wait, are they talking about Tabitha? Same here. Though to be fair, the feeling was more mutual between us. She deserved it, though. Okay, they might be talking about Tabitha with that one. Let's see. Dinner's gotta be ready by now, right? I don't want to invite him out because his mom is never going to agree to it. I'm not gonna sneak him out either because if he's sick with something chronic and he goes outside and dies, I'd feel bad. Almost on cue, Reese's mom shouts from the kitchen. Dinner's on the table! Guess that's it for catching up. Make sure you wash your hands with soap. I don't want anyone sharing their germs at the table. Sure thing, Doc. Yes. You make your way towards the sink, but stopped in your tracks by the pull of an odd door at the end of the hallway. Feels out of place, like you've accidentally wandered into a different, older house. But more than that, you feel something radiating from behind it, something dark and cold. Something that reminds you of the dusty tunnels you narrowly escaped last night. An oppressive hum just beyond your hearing fills the air. You feel strange. Uh-oh. You are compelled to approach the door, drawn in as if hypnotized. Open the door. Before you know it, the doorknob is turning in your hand. Your heart both full and deep of dread, a compulsive need to know what might be on the other side. What do you think you're doing? Well, there's something compelling about this door. No, there isn't. Now wash your hands. Return to the door. You won't let her interrupt you. You need to know what is behind the door. Oh, no, you don't. Come on, wash your hands and sit down. She grabs you by the shoulder, yanking you away. You do as she says, you cleaning up under her watchful eyes, allowing you to be ushered back to the table and away from the door. Huh. She has to be hiding something behind that door then. Dinner's already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kaneka anxiously picks at her food. Stella's nervously talkative, and Reese suddenly's gone quiet and tense. His shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. She sits opposite of you, at the far head of the table, her features silhouette against the light of the setting sun in the window behind her. Given her protectiveness towards Reese, you find it odd he's seated between the two of you rather than the other way around. It's almost as though she's guarded not only towards you and Stella and Kaneka, but towards her own son as well. Pills. She slides a few tablets towards Reese. He obediently swallows them. This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. Is the pasta homemade? No, it's from a jar. I work too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. Well, I have excellent taste in brands, and if you ever want tips on easy home-cooked pasta sauces, I know a... No, thanks, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. Oh, but it's more fun to learn from another person than just like a few recommendations on YouTube or whatever, you know? You get to have actual interaction and ask questions that the person can answer directly and show you. Thanks again for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. No, I'm not gonna do this. Let's, talk about Reese. I guess we can ask now. What exactly does he have? A combination of genetic diseases that give him a fragile immune system, among other things. Okay. It's too much to get into. A lot of technical terms I'd have to explain. It's not a good dinner talk. And it can't be pleasant for him to hear it again, so let's drop it. I'm fine about talking about it. I'd rather we talk about something else. He's the person in question. Oh my god. Dr. Kelly's eyes briefly, nervously glanced towards her son before fitting back into a position of annoyance. You can't help but feel that what you saw went beyond compassion, worry to be genuine fear. Okay, why are you so hell-bent on keeping your son from seeing his friends? I'm his doctor and his mother. I know what he needs more than anyone, and I don't appreciate some stranger who met him less half an hour ago telling me how to take care of him. No, it's not about that. I want to know why. You know, Doc, I feel fine. As usual, it's not perfect or anything, but I don't think seeing my friends has any kind of effect you thought it would. It's been really nice, actually. Hear that? Reese can hang out with his friends again. If you're feeling okay after dinner, maybe you can come ghost hunting with him. Ah, jeez, Kaneka, what was that for? Don't push it, Stella. Yeah, no, do not ask about that. That's why I've been avoiding asking about that. I can read the room. Just say that next time instead of kicking me, your boots are heavy. Sorry, Dr. Kelly. We're totally respectful of Reese's boundaries, even though they might seem a little arbitrary and strict. They're not arbitrary. Rules are in place for a good reason. I agree. However, keeping him trapped like this can't be good for his psyche. I mean, you know, at least he's live streaming and can interact with people. Tell me how great you feel in an hour when the exhaustion catches up to you, Reese. You'll be knocked out all evening and regretting every minute of this, let me assure you. As if I would regret being able to see other people for the first time in months. I don't care what happens, it was worth it. Oh, okay, yeah, no, I understand why she's worried, I really do. But At this rate, Reese is going to continue to grow more animosity towards her. I mean, he understands why she's doing it, but you can't keep him trapped in a cage forever. I mean, he has to be let out a little bit, as much as that can be allowed, you know? Sitting in a wheelchair outside, just enjoying the sun, you know? That kind of thing. Let's do this one. Reese is a talented artist. You must be very proud of him. He has a lot of skill honed through practice and dedication. I can't say I understand a lot of his pieces, but of course I'm proud. Okay, this is good. I'm glad I could bring a happy topic. Okay, I'm not gonna ask this one. Let's return. Small talk. Thanks for putting this together, Dr. Kelly. I don't usually have to cook for so many people. I'm just glad there's enough for everyone. That reminds me of what it used to be like those two would come over, hungry teenagers, eating me out of house and home. I should have charged your parents for all the food you kids went through. Honestly, it was like running a restaurant, not a doctor's office. Okay, wow. How well do you know Tabitha? Not very. I know her a lot better if your family didn't seem so afraid of doctors. I can count on the hand of number of times she's been in my office. No wonder everyone but that old Edwin died so young. Hopefully your mother was better about taking you to doctor visits. Wouldn't be surprised if there's some kind of genetic at play. It's much better to catch those things early. Okay. What were Stella and Kaneka like as kids? Noisy and messy, like all kids. So wistful like, I look in her eye, like she's glistening back to some brighter times in her life. Kaneka softens too, her shoulders lowering from their defensive place by her ears. And they always had those little projects, videos or craft or animal rescues or whatever it was that had captured their imagination that week. Okay. Like I said, noisy and messy. Didn't we bring a dead squirrel to your house once? Oh god, not the squirrel. I remember that squirrel. Don't you think that the Doc and Frankenstein could bring it back to life or something? I was like 12 and very susceptible to what I saw in media, and very sad about that squirrel. And one of those things kept me up all night. I still feel guilty about bringing that thing into your house, Dr. Kelly. I'm just glad you didn't make it a habit. Okay, I'm just not gonna ask that other one. Okay, the danger. Let's do this one. Do you know Sam Wayne? Sam Wayne. Dr. Kelly takes a moment to think. No, doesn't ring a bell. Someone you know? Someone who's been following Cyan around. Super mysterious guy. We have a reason to believe he might have caught some weird illness at the mines. He definitely looks like he could use some mental help. So please let us know if he shows up or anything. If there's someone harassing you, you should get the police involved. This isn't any of my business. Okay. Okay, let's ask this one. Have you seen any sick animals lately? I'm a doctor, not a vet. Didn't someone come in with a sick cow last week? Yes, but it's not like I examined the thing. I just told them what I told you and sent them on their way. You said it had lumps. Sure, it had lumps, but I assumed it was something suffering from cow disease, not something I've done much research on it. I don't know how normal it is for a cow to be covered in lumps. Doesn't that sound like ditchlings? Are no farm animals safe from their devious clutches? Dr. Kelly, in Stella's footage, we found that there was something pupating inside one of Duke's chickens. I bet those lumps were on the cow. You really should have taken a look. You could have made discoveries previously unknown to the scientific world. Or I could have spread some new horrible disease to my chronically ill son. Yeah. I'll leave the discoveries to someone else. I feel the tension starting to rise. We should probably stop talking about this. Remain silent. I was wondering if maybe we could watch a movie this week while Cyan is still in town. We have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, it's not like anything's ever going to change. Yeah, like if the option is that he's going to get sick anyway, And as the person in question, he should decide how he wants to live his life. You know? I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting any better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone just because seeing my friends is deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom just to have friends over. Oh no! Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix... Shoots open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Dang it, I knew this would all be too much. That's because he got irritated. I'm pretty sure the excitement... I'm not really sure what it was, but based on that, the excitement got his heart beating too fast and he had to go lay down or something. Because he was so irritated from you saying no. He was just fine before. Everyone, get out of my house. Please, just leave us alone and stop trying to interfere with his life. All it does is hurt him more. But we can't just leave him like this. Now when he needs friends the most. No, now's when he needs me the most. I'm his doctor and his mother. I know you care about him. I know that, and he knows it too. But all any of you would do is get in the way. So just leave. Please. Let's see. He seemed to be fine before dinner. It always comes in waves. I can assure you right now he's very much not fine. Now leave. Okay. The three of you are rushed out the door. We'll be back, Reese. I hope you feel better soon. Man, there's something going on here, but I'm not really sure what. First, there was that door she was protecting. I wonder what's behind it. Dr. Kelly shuts the door in your faces. The click of the lock signals the end of your dinner at Reese's. Something weird happened when I watched to wash my hands. It was like a force to try and break into the clinic. Forced how? It was like something was making me want to go there. I wonder, was it like a carving in the pit last night? Before you had that seizure, it was kind of like you were hypnotized. I didn't really have a good angle from the top of that ladder, but I guess I'll take you at your word on it. Hypnotism seems like a step up of what we're dealing with, though. I mean, I don't know. A lot happened last night, but the whole thing was very trance-like. I guess it was kind of similar. What if there's another carving in there? That'd be so weird. If there is, I wonder if it'd give you another vision. Maybe these things have some kind of thing to do with the ditchlings. You're not suggesting we go around poking in there, are you? Of course I am. Maybe tomorrow. I am not breaking into Dr. Kelly's clinic based on a weird, bad vibe Scion got. Okay, pretty fair. Did either of you get the impression that Dr. Kelly's afraid of Reese? Are you sure she wasn't just being overprotective? I'm sure that's all that's going on, and I mean, she has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of his food and got sick immediately. I can't even imagine what it's like for both of them to be going through all this. Yeah, but if she was being overprotective, she would have sat in between us and him. She had her back to the window. Huh, that is interesting. If anyone should be afraid in that house, Reese should be afraid of his mom. I think you're both reading into things too much. Dr. Kelly's a good person. Look, all I'm saying is, maybe there's more to their dynamic than just him being sick. But there's not much we can do about it right now. Okay. This game already has a bunch of, like, supernatural creatures. So, Reese could be, like... He's always been sick since he was born, so... I don't know. But there's something more going on with him than meets the eye. I'm not really sure what, though. We could probably go back and forth on this for a while. Let's just get going. The sun is setting and we wouldn't want to miss a second of the ghost action. Stella hurries off down the hill, almost as if running away from what just happened. You and Kaneka follow her down slowly the darkening street. Okay. Lit by an orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint building in a small town now stands an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you with menace. Maybe Stella's right. Maybe ghosts aren't real and the rest of tonight is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. You can't help but feel like you're about to walk into a slasher movie. Okay. If anyone... Okay, what? Before you enter, a pair of figures nearby the bush catch your eye. You can't help but feel with every passing day the ditchlings grow bolder. Wait. Oh, I see it on the bottom right. There's a ditchling right there. And there's also one over here at the left underneath this statue. And I think there's some here at the top of... Oh my god, I think there might be one inside too wearing clothes. Enter the library. Just as the exterior is intimidating as the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark, its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and a lot of visitors took whatever joy was in this place with them as they left. Wait a minute. There's something going on here at on the left. This mural here. Okay, it seems like there's a fire burning and they're taking this guy who is attached on a pillar. Are they gonna sacrifice him? Hey, Oscar, you back yet? Shh, don't yell in a library. It's against the rules. It's after hours. Rules only apply before 5 p.m. Now it's our domain. Still, you shouldn't be loud in a library, but okay. Hey, you're here sooner than I expected. Hope dinner went okay. I wouldn't call that okay, but sure. Yeah, it went okay. Reese wasn't feeling up for a long hangout, unfortunately. Oh, man, I'm so sorry to hear that. It's okay, it just means we have more time to hunt the ghosts. I've come fully loaded. Got my, EMF radar, temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video cameras, salt, flashlights for everybody in case the ghost measures with electricity, parabolic microphone, Sharpies and paper for automatic writing, matches and candles for rituals. Oh, and a Ouija board. I know they're toys, but you never know what might come in handy. Wow, this is a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that was so last minute. Do you just have this stuff ready to go in a bug out bag or something? Of course I do. I actually stuck a couple of bags here overnight after I got back from the mines. Excuse me? I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. The way we can go in and light out, pop out, and grab more stuff once things start getting real spooky. I never found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's no so far from lack of trying. After last night, I'm more ready to try again. Okay. I've got a bad feeling about this. There were ditchlings in the bushes outside. Who knows how many more might be lurking around here. That is concerning. Are we sure it's safe to be around them? If Sybil was right, we're only going to see more of them as time goes on. We can't let them get in the way of things. This whole town feels like is one big supernatural death trap. I swear, it's not usually like this. It's actually a really nice place to visit most of the time. Just not this week, apparently. Okay. Yeah, you can tell from all the shuttered storefronts and jaded residents. Maybe this place has been a metaphorical death trap for a long time, and it's decided to be a little more obvious about it. Yo, don't rush off on the ghost buzz thing biz without Zane. No way is I gonna forget about your promise, Stella. Zane, glad you could make it. I was confronted with my own morality for the first time yesterday, and I'm so desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. Now let's go mess with some ghosts. I hope my house is big enough for 5 ghost hunters at once. If this is everyone, we could go ahead and get started. It's through the back. Follow me. You and your companions grab some equipment from one of Stella's carefully stashed bug out bags before heading towards the junction connecting Oscar's house and the library. I swear, I cannot read. I cannot read. Looks like the sun's almost set. This is when it usually starts to kick off. Haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Hey. Oh, it's these two. You didn't think we'd be doing this without me, did you? Rosalina, I thought you were Alex's place. Sorry, Mr. Gertz. She's really convincing. Oh, hi, Zane. What's up? Yo. You don't have to leave me out of stuff like this anymore, Dad. I'm not some fragile thing that needs protecting. I can handle seeing a ghost or whatever it is keeping out of our house. I really don't think you want to see what's in there, Rosalina. I don't know if you'd ever expect to feel safe in our house again if you knew what was in there. I mean, Zane's coming. It's not like tonight's an adults-only event. She's got a good point, Mr. G. Yeah, I don't want to be coddled just because you're scared. Alexis and I can handle this. Yeah, we can totally handle this. Okay, I'm sorry, Rosa. Just let me know if it gets too much. If you two want... It gets too much and you want to leave, okay? Thanks, Dad. Now let's get our house back. You all cross the threshold center Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls, and stacks of books sit comfortably on the wooden furniture. Aside from the painting on the floor, and this living room feels too normal, too human to be haunted. Okay, looks pretty normal for now. I don't remember that picture being on the floor, but that could be non-supernatural. None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. But I'll set up the camera in case it falls again. This could be important evidence. You might want to save your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghost manifest. I wonder if the ghost will ever show with this many people around. Wait, is it just me or does it suddenly feel colder? Sure does, definitely felt that. The temperature gun says it's actually a couple of degrees colder, but that's normal, right? Rooms and hallways are always colder than other parts of the house. Ooh, genuine cold spot. Gotta snap a pic for posterity. Is that it? This isn't very scary. Come on, ghost, let's see some real action. Oh no, don't go antagonizing it. I don't think this ghost is friendly. How do you, know, though? If I were a ghost, I'd be mad chill. If you saw what I'd seen, I don't think you'd be saying that. It is an interesting point, though. What if ghosts are usually friendly, and they're only terrifying because they don't know how to be anything else? Yeah, if I were a ghost, I'd just vibe, but what if my vibes were bad and I didn't know? I shudder to think the possibilities. Okay. Let's go take a deep breath before continuing. Let's head to Rosalina's room for now. Follow me. Okay. We're following! Oh, whoa, what's that on the floor? Is that blood? That feeling again, just like the mines. Like the door to the clinic. A dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling. Something is in the house. Whether it's a ghost or something worse, you aren't sure. Whoa. This is where I've seen it appear on top of the stain. Weird, I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature of the living room. Nothing on the EMF either. Then your equipment is wrong. That statement is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count, and the stain just keeps coming back. It's just a stain, Dad. Can't we cover it up? I don't mind sleeping in here. Let's get scientific about this. If you scrubbed out the stain a bunch, maybe this is part of a summoning ritual. If you're offering a free carpet cleaning, be my guest. Have you tried tearing up the carpet? A house owned by the government? Nope, I'm not messing with their carpets. I'd rather scrub ghost blood out of it every day than have the government take me to court for destroying their property. It could be a good idea, though. This would be a sign of structural damage. I'm sure the government would rather know about it than wind up with a bigger problem down the line, right? Plus, there might be something written under there, in blood. Only one way to be sure. Stella starts tugging at the corner of the carpet. Oh dear. You're doing the government a favor, really. Stella puts back the carpet, revealing a hatch. The floor seems to be stained in reddish brown. There's a broken seal around its edges. Whoever carpeted this hatch didn't want anyone going down there. What if it isn't a ghost at all? What if somebody lives down there? Oh, okay. Maybe I don't want to sleep in here after all. Okay. There's a broken seal around the edges. Someone doesn't want us down there. Yeah, but how long ago was it sealed up? Whoever did this has got to be long gone, right? There's no basement in this house. At least we weren't told about a basement. Look at all this red stuff coming from underneath. Ah, yeah, this is super haunted, alright. You gotta check the basement clock full of ghosts. I could just feel it. You know, last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped back foot into the basement or crawl space or whatever is under that hatch. It must be a leak in the whole area under the house. The water dissolved a chunk around the edge, leaked through the carpet, and the red is because North Carolina has red dirt. Simple as that. It's not mud, it's blood. Human blood. I tested it. Maybe you tested it wrong? It can't be blood, right? Whatever it is, I need to know what's down there. I need to know what's been under my bed all these years. Yeah, there's an old hatch on the floor that someone tried to seal up. We're not leaving until we've explored every nook and cranny. Okay, let's look and see. Have you considered that may have tried sealing it up because it's unsafe? Uh-oh. Don't you think the flooding could have made the house unstable? I'm all in ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl into another dangerous crevice. I'm going for it. Oh! You come into Oscar's living room. You can't tell what time it is, and your friends are nowhere in sight. The building feels colder. Okay, I'm gonna save. Yeah. It's stale, with an under increment of mold in the earth. You feel claustrophobic, as though you're in a coffin, each breath depleting with what little oxygen is left. Hello? Is anybody here? There's no reply. Call someone. Let's call Stella. Eddie? You can hear the voice, something drop violently on the other end, and then the dial tone. Okay, call the cops. Hello, hello? Is this some kind of prank? Frankly, come listen to this. Some kind of old radio show? Just by repeating the same phrase over and over? Someone's trying to creep us out. Now hold on just a minute. This is our area code from Olympus? I'll be darned. Listen here, sign. We know this is you. You got some nerve calling with a juvenile prank like this. This ain't creepy, though. Eddie? Eddie? Repeating like that? We don't know any Eddies. Just hang up. Gotta keep the line clear for real callers. We'll deal with sound later. Okay. The phone rings. Eddie? It's the same voice you heard when you called Stella, but uttering the same phrase. Once again, hear something jumping violently. Okay. Tabitha? I've been looking all over for you. Where did you... What? Why are you saying that? I didn't say anything. Yeah, okay, I get it. Pulling a funny prank, your poor little long-lost cousin playing creepy old-time radio clip over and over the phone. Did Kaneka put you up to this? Whatever, just come home. I'm sick of chasing after you. The call disconnects. That's enough. You put your phone away. This clearly isn't getting anywhere. Okay. Let's go to Rosalina's room. Whatever just happened was weird. Your friends are probably still in Rosalina's room. You head further into the house. Oh, okay. Hi. Creepy moment here. Something isn't right. It feels like late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet, and the scent of flowers drifts on the breeze. Oh! Hi! Stella? A movement stirs. A figure cloaked in shadows rises to attention. Who are you? What are you doing on my property? Oh my god, Stella, you scared me. Did you say Eddie? No one's called me that in a long time. It's Edwardine now. I'm not a child anymore. What? Wait. Alright, Edwardine, can you show me the way out? I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone, and you absolutely shouldn't have shown up here of all places. Is that groaning in the background? I can't, oh my god. If you're caught, I don't think you understand what father might do. Oh my, I wouldn't want to come across father. I shall be on the way at once. A flash of pain in Stella's eyes tells you that she's keenly aware of everything that's happening right now. She's in agony. I can't. It's not easy for me. My brothers were sent to Normandy, and now I'm the only Scarlet left besides father. I have responsibilities, Charlie. Okay, I'm going to figure out a way to free you. You should just get out of town while you still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it. I'll get you out of here, Stella. I promise. She's gone, along with the shadows in the corner of the room. You're alone again in this garden. Follow her. We're not going to leave Stella behind. You step forward. A single door standing solitary in the middle of the garden appears before you. Okay, enter. You walk up to the door and open it. Oh, okay, wow. The bell rings as a cacophony rings out outside. The door... Hey, hello, hi Drifter. Welcome on in. I'm playing Scarlet Hollows. Some creepy stuff is going on. If you're enjoying the stream, feel free to leave a follow. Oh my god. Okay, where was I? The door in front of you pulsates. A figure unseen bang against it. The shaded figure from the garden sits in the corner, ever so slightly more defined. Oh no. Oh, hi! Wait, it's Rosalina! Junior, just pack your things. Quickly, hurry! Wait, and Alexis? What's happening? Maybe we should run him out on the rail too, make an example of the whole family. Okay, how many more times am I gonna get jump scared? Please, he's only a child. We'll leave peacefully if you just give us a little more time. They were only children. My boy was in there. Why should I give Junior here all the time in the world to gather his little toys and fancy clothes? What? My boy didn't have that kind of luxury. The collapse, Junior leaving, Charlie returning. It's all starting to come together. They're the same person. What? Who's the same person? Why aren't you possessing me? Why everyone else? I don't even live here. Don't listen to him, Charlie. Just keep packing. Looks like the others are on their way. Better hurry up, boy, or your little dolls here might get burned up. What? And as for you, lady, what makes you think you're gonna be keeping any of those valuables when you're packing in that fine suitcase of yours? I know, right? I don't even know what's happening right now, but the artwork is pretty good, right? Streets art. Maybe the Spectre's trying to tell you something about the collapse. Maybe what happened 100 years ago wasn't really as clear-cut as people would have you think. Okay, are you trying to tell me that about what happened in the collapse? Was Charles Saw not responsible for what happened? Trust me, boy. The choppers are coming right here tonight, and what makes you think you can talk to an adult like that? Maybe they should have had you working the mines too instead of lazing around the big house. What? What do you mean lazing about? Maybe you should have learned a thing or two about respecting your elders. Respect? What? I'm just trying to figure out what's happening. What do you mean respecting my old elders? Don't talk to my son like that. Okay, I'm sorry. Don't talk to me like that, woman. I call the shots. Now get out unless you want to go up in flames with all your possessions, jewels, and expensive dresses. You're lucky I'm even letting you leave. Okay. Don't talk to her like that. It's okay, Charlie. You can make new ones, even better than these. Good for 'em. I shouldn't be playing with dolls anyway. Now you're gonna have to earn your keep just like the rest of us, boy. No more big inheritance for you. Alexis and Rosalina are whisked away, leaving you alone in the big empty room. As they depart, the door stops pounding and opens, beckoning in the white void. Before you have a chance to even think, another cracked door opens on what you think was the ceiling. Oh, hi. There you are. Okay, well, don't walk towards me, please. This is quite the maze, isn't it? Oh, no. And absolutely crawling with these miserable parasites. Okay, chill out, guy, chill. Okay, he just killed the statue, I think. Bottom feeders. Okay, I'm gonna save. I don't know. I'm just gonna let's talk. How'd you? Ugh, not you again. Is that way to greet a potential ally? Um, as he approaches, the smell hits you, sweating, suffocating flesh with a tinge of sarin and stomach churning scent of decay. Shall we find the end of this maze? Walk forward into the void. There's no need for you to run away from Wayne. You step past him and walk into the void. Oh, you're outside. It's night. The false moon looming massive in the painted sky. Wayne is gone. The night feels thick and warm. The insects lively call their unnatural tinny. Everything feels warped and wrong, like you're listening to a record fish from the bottom of a pond. Unless your eyes are playing tricks on you, the shadow in the corner keeps getting closer. Oh! Hi, Kaneka! You poor dear, I've been keeping track of you, scuttling around town like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Mrs. Edwardine, haven't you? Oh, God. There's no need to be embarrassed. Your secret's safe with me. You know I never did improve on what the Scarlets did to your family and what it did to the two youngins. Childhood sweethearts. Just think of how lovely it would be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it? Are you mad because Everdeen and Charlie's romance didn't work out? I'm sure by now you've realized the young lady doesn't plan on leaving with you, but that's not for a lack of desires, you well know. It's Enoch. Even if you were dragged her over the town limits, his hold over her would make sure neither of you were happy again. Just think of what happened to your poor mother and father. Do you want that to be the two of you? Oh, wait, so anyone who's tried to leave this town has something happen to them? What? Also, what's with this creepy skeleton man in the corner? And all these other creepy things in the other corners. What's happening? I'm so confused! And why is like Anouk killing everybody? Your parents were driven out of the town after the collapse. That's what happened in the last room, isn't it? The powers at work here are stronger than your love could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding her here. Then you could both go free. What? No more misfortune. Not for you, nor for anyone else bold enough to step foot outside the holler. What? Kaneka mimes holding you something, although her hand is empty. Everything you need to know is on that map. Something about this woman doesn't sit right. She must have some sort of ulterior motive. What? Okay. Thank you. I shall do as you say. That's where you'll find him. You need her there. Then read the words I've written down and be careful. Good luck. Best to the both of you. I wish your happiness. And then she's gone. It's trying to get rid of me. I'll have to try harder. Okay, no. Let's do... Yes. Oh, wait, no. Talk. Why are you following me? Clearly you need protecting. Just looking out for you. Why are you doing this? A resonance, a ghost, whatever you call it. The leftovers of human existence. Festering and forgotten. Feeding on the energy of more powerful beings to do this. Pathetic. Am I dead? Of course not. I would never let something so weak harm you, let alone kill you, okay? What is actually going on? Please tell me. I'm sure you'll be able to piece it together soon enough. No, I am not very smart. Can you just, like, spell it out for me, please? I'd rather you find out on your own first. That is the way you can really know who to trust. And then I can finally tell you more. Okay. There's so much to discuss when that time comes. Do you know a way out? I will soon, but in the meantime, you have nothing to fear. I'm watching over you. That doesn't give me any hope, man. It really doesn't. I'd really rather you didn't. I'm afraid you have no say, especially so long as you find yourself in such dangerous situations. Okay, what are you? I am a friend. Okay, continue forward. You continue forward through the uncanny underbrush. Oh, it's Oscar! Once again, you find yourself separated alone along the woods corridor. Stands before you, littered with bottles and rails. Oh, hi, Zane! A figure rises to attention, blocking your way. I'm afraid he doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, I'd say it now. Oh, no! What is What is... Oh my god. As Zane is swept away, the other room pulls itself, and you find yourself looming over a deathbed. Oscar lies in the center, looking painfully small. Oh no, is he being crushed? Oh my god, no! I'm sorry, boy. I let my troubles drive your mama away. I'm sorry those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone now. You must be Charles Saw. Damn it, Junior, how many times do I have to tell you I tried to stop it from happening, but those darn snakes, Enoch went behind my back. Are you saying Enoch was the one responsible for the collapse? Okay, you're right. I've been using that excuse for too many years. At a certain point, a man has to accept when he's dug his own grave. They may have me run out, but they didn't put the bottle in my hands. Still. Okay, am I doing good? They destroyed our legacy. Boy, both our names cursed with that history. I'd be dead and gone soon, but I won't be able to rest. What is happening? Not until our name is cleared. Not until you can pass on this name with pride. This is my only request, Charlie. Go back. Tell the people the truth. Try to find the proof. I didn't know what you have to do, but please. I know I ain't been the best father, but I'm no murderer. Okay. I'm guessing if this Tabitha and I won't be around. Alright, Dad, I won't let you down. Darn it, boy, I may not have until morning. Promise me. Promise you'll go back. At the very least, show Enoch what's for. I promise. No! You watch as Oscar's body seizes and falls through the sheets, taking a rattling pile of bottles with him. Such theatrics. Oh, hi! You're so close to me! What a waste of time. Why force you to see any of this? Why do people always think of their own experiences are so important? But why does any of that matter? Talk. So you're still stuck in here too? We keep being separated, but I have a feeling it'll all be over soon. The exit wouldn't be hard to find. Are my friends dead? They're alive. I'm not sure they'll stay that way. Okay, I guess I'll see you when I see you. It shouldn't be hard to find you again. I really don't know what's happening, Hot Drifter. Thank you for jumping in. Oh my god. This is insane. I don't know what's happening. Oh, hi. Okay. For the first time, you and Wayne enter a new room, unseparated, the two of you finding yourselves huddled under a large table. Stella stares through you as indescribable murmurs and shuffling feet echo from the end of the table. They're so lovely. Are you sure I can keep one? You must have worked hard on them. We're gonna be near the end, right? That music's the same song that started playing when Stella first showed up. I don't know what's happening. Just let the scene play out. There's no use trying to communicate with whatever resident or your little friends. Try to keep it away from my brother so he doesn't smash it. Though I wish I could make it move like you can. And you can even do the voices, you know? You could probably make real money if you put on a show for people. Okay. Is there a play along? I'm not in it for the money. Those wooden dolls are mere stepping stones for the real deal, people. Please don't engage with it while I try to find another door. A traveling show? And you want me there too? Oh, I could go I could go to town along the beach. I've heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful places in the world. Okay, I wish I could go back in time to whatever this was and tell them everything I know. Huh. As if that would do any good. Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the ocean. Everything crashes to a thunderous black before you or Wayne could get another word. Oh, oh no! Okay. Okay. Is this like a... Oh no, they're gonna put on a performance? Okay. Let me save. A single spotlight remains, illuminating a trap door at the center of the stage. You feel drawn to it. It opens. You feel a shove from behind and tumble through the hatch. Is this... Please tell me this is all... Okay. It took some digging, but it's there. The map was right. That means there's hope, Eddie. Whatever it is that Enoch did, we can undo it. We can both be happy together. Oh no. She pushed him down the stairs. Eddie. Wait! Oh no! Oh my god! Oh no! This game is so weird. What's happening? Wayne is gone once again. There's nothing here but you and the hollowing void. Oh, okay. Do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes? Okay. Why should I be? I'm not responsible for any of this. You must answer for the crimes committed by your scarlet blood. Until you do, I cannot die. I want to pass on, please. I've been alone in the dark for so long. All I ask is for some of your years. Pray for the years that was taken from me. My life was stolen from me. I want some of yours. It's only fair. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. Forfeit your years and I can finally leave. No, that's not right. If you're someone committed crime, it's not your fault if you aren't the one who did it. Simple as that. And what happens if I refuse? Then, I will stay. I will stay until I get what I'm owed. Alright, let it continue. The sentence has been handed down. Make your choice. Spell hits you. Not so familiar, wet, unwell door. What an annoying pest you are, but you couldn't keep me out for long. It seems we've exhausted its power. Holding all these bodies hostage must have been quite taxing. Come along, Scion. It's desperate, but has no power over you. There's no need to bow. The will of the frayed consciousness will leave it to fester. But what about my friends? What happens to them if I just leave? They've already left. They're not a factor in this. Okay. Leave. Okay. Screw the sins of the father. I don't owe the ghost a thing. Let's get out of here. You don't need my help. Close your eyes and feel for the stairs. You close your eyes and fumble in the darkness, reaching out your hands, grasping the air until your palms find the wood. It's the staircase. You can feel it under your hands. You begin your ascent. Good. You've made it out of the pit. His overpowering spell returns you to the place of the convent foot on the wooden floor of what you assume must be Rosalina's room. You open your eyes and try to hold your breath. Are we still not done? What's happening? Wait, there's something over my eyes. Are we Wayne now? I don't know what's going on. You feel a hand on your back. You shudder, knowing what it's attached to. Don't fall for it. Keep feeling your way forward. You continue. You feel the door frame under your palm, and then the sturdy walls of the hallway beyond. Wayne's palm continues to gently urge you forward. Okay. You stumble into the corridor between the annex and the library. The real world is swimming back into focus. Okay. Good. The main doors are just ahead. You feel a shove as Wayne pushes you forward. You fall towards the entrance. Your legs are unsure of the ground beneath you, and the doors fly open. Uh... Oh, thank God everyone's okay. You're outside. It's real this time. A cool autumn breeze blows a small piles of drifted and swept across the library. You made the right choice. It would have been so easy to fall for its tricks, but I'm proud that you didn't. Be seeing you. Wait, no, come back. He leaves before you can say anything in response. Oh my God, thank goodness you made it out, son. I went to get Mom, and when I realized you hadn't left the library with the rest of us, I figured if anyone knew what to do, it'd be her. I see someone beat me to the punch. It sounds like you've had quite the evening. I suppose I'll have to find another place for me and Rosalina to stay. This was quite a disaster. I'm sorry to have brought this all into that house. I should have left the place to rot. You and Rosalina could always stay with us, Mr. Gertes. I wouldn't want to impose your parents like that. It's a lot to ask. I can figure this out. Okay. The impending doom coming for the town is more important than a single ghost. I have to be at my best if we're gonna get to the bottom of this. Who knows what giving up years of your life to that ghost would have done to you. You made the right call. I'm just happy you're okay. It's just a house. We don't even own it. I'm not gonna ask anyone to sacrifice years of their life for a rental. Even if we owned the place, the ghost was asking for quite a down payment. You should take Alexis up on that offer. At least for tonight. Oscar sighs. You're right. I'm gonna peace out. Back to the encounters of my own mortality. I got a lot to ponder. I mean, yeah, you most certainly do now, Zane. I mean, your body was, like, possessed. He's, like, the cool hipster guy, and he got, like, it's like, oh, yeah, dude, I totally got possessed by a ghost man, except it's for real. See ya, Rosalina? See ya, Alexis. I'm glad he seems okay. Zane walks off down the road. To think that ghosts are actually real, I mean, I know we didn't have any hard evidence on us, but we all vividly experienced the same thing. Stella's over the moon right now. Where is Stella? I thought she'd be excitedly writing off theories by now. Oh, she's just standing there, by herself. This isn't like her. I mean, you guys all experienced the same thing on how painful it was being possessed like that. Hey, Stella, are you okay? What? Oh. Yeah, I'm fine. I'll see you guys later. Oh yeah, no, she's most definitely not fine. She took the brunt of the things in there. No wonder she's having a hard time right now. Should we go after her? I just think she needs some time to herself. Stella's never been the kind to share her burdens. I doubt that'll change just because somebody goes chasing after her. If anything, it'll just make her climb up even more. She's a strong girl. She'll be okay. I'm honestly surprised that she and Zane are the only ones heading out right now. You've been through something awful. Each and every one of you needs to rest. Especially you, Kaneka. I don't want that cold of yours to get any worse. God, what a disaster this whole night has been. I had no idea it would turn out like this. I'm sorry, everyone. Oscar, you have nothing to apologize for. There's absolutely no way you could have predicted going in there would get everyone possessed, except for me, for some reason. Stop apologizing, Dad. We're the ones who don't have a house anymore. We don't even have the library. There was another carving in there. They keep giving me visions. It's a pretty weird coincidence, right? Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm a little lost. You've been finding carvings around town and they've been giving you visions? I'm sure everyone could stand around theorizing about this and that all night long. There'll be plenty of time tomorrow, Scion. I'd love to discuss these visions over tea. Okay. Let's just apologize to them. I'm really sorry, Oscar. I'm really sorry, Rosalina. It's okay. Worse things have happened to people. The price was just too high. We'll find a way to pick things up. I knew you did everything you could for us, son. It's probably smart not to trust that ghost anyways. You wouldn't have to do it alone, Oscar. You can help yourself to whatever you need from the store. It's a good town full of good people, Scion. We won't let this ruin Oscar. I'm glad he has a group of people who can help him. Were you all conscious that whole time? Everyone seems to glance at each other. Yeah. Pretty sure I remember everything, at least up until that guy showed up and snapped us out of it. Wayne, he's been following Scion around. What did he say to you? We don't need to trouble Sion for the details. No one pay any mind to that man. No, they deserve to know. He's just a drifter. He'll be gone soon enough. In the meantime, steer clear and he won't make trouble. Okay, what was it like being puppeted? They all glance away. It hurt. Why didn't I make the kids stay behind? I can't believe that happened to them. Dad, this might be an overwhelming pain and exhaustion talking, but be quiet. I love you. None of this is your fault, okay? I had no idea what I was going to say until the words were already spilling out, but I remember each and every one of them. It's like they were burned into my memory. You poor souls, I can't even imagine what you've been through. Do any of you know who you were supposed to be? No idea. There was no context, nothing. But there was a weird feeling, like an overwhelming guilt. I was so angry. I was mostly just scared. I didn't feel any of those things. I don't even know how to describe it. I felt powerful. I guess I should probably... What do we do about the library? We can board it up until the ghost goes away, right? The mines were boarded up just like that and made us want to go... Mines were boarded up just like that and made us want to go down there even more. We can't just tell them it's mega haunted. Even if folks believe us, they'll just make them want to investigate it themselves. You see, we'll say there's a gas leak. That should do the trick, at least for a while. Sybil, is there a chance this goes away on its own? I'm not really an authority on these things, but it doesn't seem interested in fading away. Okay, that's settled then. We'll board it up. We'll say there's a gas leak. And just hope no one gets curious, I guess. It's the best we can do for now. We should probably get going. It's gonna start getting chilly out, and I don't want to keep Alexis's parents up too late. I'll be over later with some bedding and hot tea. I'll even have Miles bring you groceries in the morning. Don't be a stranger and let us know if you need anything, okay? Thank you. That really means a lot. I believe it's time for me to get my daughter home as well. But, Kaneka dear, you haven't been feeling well. You need to get some rest. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow, Sion. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Cool. Kaneka weakly treks back to the general store. I'll walk you home after I finish getting Kaneka her tea, and we can chat about what just happened. It'll be just a moment. You're too tired to say no. Sybil leaves. Wait, so we're gonna get some tea? You make yourself comfortable for a few minutes while you wait. After everything that's happened last night, these normalcy of settings, sitting on a quiet, empty road feels like priceless treasure. I hope you don't mind, but I took the liberty to call your cousin and tell her about what happened last night. She wasn't exactly thrilled to hear from me, but I think I blunted her anger as much as I could. Should we head out for a walk? Time to go home. Go back to the estate. I need more water. I'm so thirsty after a drink. Oh, there's more. You once again find yourself along the trek back up to the estate. The night feels cold and the crunch leaves beneath your feet a deafening in the quiet wilderness. Let's stop here for a bit. These old bones need a moment to rest. Okay, there are ditchlings everywhere. There are, and I'm afraid they'll still be coming. They would still be numerous even if you'd managed to exorcise the spirit you encountered last night. Its presence was merely a symptom of the rot in this place, rather than just its cause. People are unfortunately going to have to get used to the sight of these things in the coming days. Are you a witch? She laughs, surprised by your question. I suppose some people might call me that one, but I'm just an old woman who fancies herself a bit of a healer. Are you... Look, after tonight I know magic is real. Do you do magic or not? What is magic anyways? I just know some trade secrets I passed along the family line. But it's no different than a child of medicine knowing what to do with an engine. Or a carpenter knowing how to make a makeshift chair. Oh, mechanic. I don't know why I said the other one. Street smart. She's putting on an act. There's more to this woman than she's letting on. Edward Ian kills Charles Jr., but I feel like I'm only scratching the surface of things. What has my family done? What? Is that what the spirit showed you? Your family is one of the most powerful in the coal empires of Appalachia. Those sorts of things don't come about without betrayal and bloodshed. These are all assumptions, of course. I'm just an old woman who enjoys her tea, and the Scarlet Empire is far older than these rattling bones. If you want the Budley details, I'm afraid you'll have to find them yourself. That's enough rest for me. Let's carry on for a bit. Okay. This is so interesting. If you think it's interesting too, feel free to leave a like and follow. I also have a YouTube channel. I'll post this one on there. It's nothing too bad has happened yet. Whoa, okay, there's more. One last rest and we'll get you home. Wayne didn't want to make a deal with the ghost. There was a... Okay, what... Do you know what Wayne is? It's like I said, he's just a man. No, he's not. Stop hiding things from me. I deserve to know what's going on. What does she think you are? There's no way that Wayne is just a man. No, absolutely not. He's not just a freaking man. What the... Why do you think I'd buy it after tonight? The smile briefly fades on her face. Oh? Language, Scion. We don't use words like that around here. Why are you acting like you're my grandmother? I can speak however I want. And to respond to your accusation, it's not exactly polite to share people's medical history. I may have not taken the Hippocratic Oath, but I shall respect the privacy of others. Okay, thank you. That's a better excuse. There was a stone carving of goat head and the pack of wolves in the basement. There was something similar to the mines last night too. A circle of arms and chains. Both of them gave me visions. Was there now? That's quite an interesting development. Perhaps we can discuss these visions over tea. My grandmother had a special blend that supposedly helped with dreams and visions. I'll be sure to have some ready by tomorrow. Maybe it'll help us piece things together. Wait, you just believed me? Of course I did. These are strange times, Scion. None of us have the luxury to waste energy on doubt. I don't know what's going on with you, Sybil. What is going on with you? Okay. Are you ready to get moving again? I am. The estate shouldn't be much further. You and Sybil trek through the remainder of the woods and find yourselves on the outskirts of the estate. I'm looking forward to continuing our chat tomorrow once you've had some time to rest. Good luck on handling Tabitha. I've tried to soften her up over the phone, but there's only so much softening you can do when someone's that prickly. Bless her heart. Gets a good night's rest, Scion. You've earned it. I most definitely have. Jesus. Sybil heads back to the woods, leaving you alone to face Tabitha. Okay, enter the estate. Ah, there's Tabitha's old prickly grin. You opened the doors to the estate as quickly as you could, only to find your cousin anxiously pacing in the foyer. She's been waiting for you. I see you finally decided to drag your sorry butt back up here. I don't even know what to say. I've told you so many times to stay out of trouble, to keep me posted about where you are, and to come home in a timely manner. What is the point of saying it all again? Clearly, you don't care about how your actions affect me, and I don't know how to make you care. Wow, okay. A lot of stuff happened tonight. Just listen to me, okay? Now's really not the time. Oscar's house was haunted by a ghost of Charles Jr., who was murdered by Edwardine Scarlet. It wanted years of my life in exchange for leaving, but I wasn't about to give it what it wanted. Was there a gas leak in the library or something? Do you realize how ridiculous you sound right now? I know I sound like I'm crazy, but give me the benefit of the doubt, Tabitha. What if it's true, huh? What? Oscar... Where are Oscar and Rosalina supposed to live, Tabitha? The ghost is our family's fault. I'm sure they'll figure something out. Odds are if they need a place to stay, I'll hear from them tomorrow. I think I got a rental unit I could spare for a reasonable price. Even if I do get a call, you better not think that counts as proof you saw a ghost. It's much more likely there was a gas leak than ghosts of some of our great-grandmothers murdered. Okay. Wayne followed me into Oscar's house. Do you think mentioning that awful man is supposed to garner sympathy from me or something? What is he? A sick man that you should avoid. If I could get him to stop talking to you, I would. He's not the decent man I used to know. Huh. I keep finding rich stone carvings and having visions around them. There was one in the mines last night and the other one in Oscar's house. Visions? Have you been having seizures? God, please stop running off on your own to places I can't find you. If you have health problems, you really need to be careful. Oh, see? Tabitha does care. Who put them there? You expect me to know? They're probably some kind of ancient artifact. I'm not an archaeologist, okay? Have you been getting enough sleep? You sound delirious. What option should I go for? They've been telling me a lot about our family. I think we've done some terrible stuff, Tabitha. And all of it's probably in your imagination because there's some hallucination stemming from either gas or, I don't know, your own guilt and exhaustion. City folk love to self-frackalate. Okay, what? Okay, leave it at that. That's pretty much it. Great, then I'm going to bed. Whoa, your cousin walks off, leaving you alone. Okay, let's see. How much time have I spent here? Okay, let's keep going. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into the bed. Suddenly you're just there, buried underneath your family's musty covers. It's Wednesday night. Nearly half a week passes since you first arrived in town, and a little over half a week remains until the bus comes to take you home. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. now commands the entirety of City Hall, a swirling void of wrath and despair, and that the people of this town will have to learn to ignore. Disaster looms the tallest yet, Scarlet Hollow. Okay. Okay. Seizure warning, maybe? Actually, oh wait, no, it's not that bad. It's okay, but if you're photosensitive, this might hurt your eyes. If you want to look away from the screen, feel free to do so. I'll let you know when it's okay to look back if the images are hurting your eyes. It's fine for me, though. It's not too bad. Okay. Oh my god. What is Oh, no, don't. No. Do not touch. No touching. Oh my god. Ah, my line. Oh. We're already at episode 4? Whoa, episode 3. Okay. Continue. No. Okay. It's interesting. I didn't think we'd get to episode 4 so quickly. Let's keep going then. Last night seems so far away, you can almost pretend the horrors you witnessed in the annex were nothing but a nightmare, chased away by the harsh morning light. But you know that the furious spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. Yet lingers, locked behind the doors of the town hall, still tied to the earth by its hatred of you and your bloodline. An involuntary shudder runs down your spine, but your thoughts are interrupted by a buzz on your phone on the nightstand. Okay. I hope you made it home okay. I haven't heard from Stella since last night. How about you? Check your messages. There's nothing from Stella. Okay, my throat's super dry and I need more water, so I'll be right back. I got like 5 minutes. Alright. Hello! I have returned! Okay, let's try calling her. You dial Stella. Hey, what's up? Oh, she answered. Okay, she's silent? I'm just kidding. I'm not able to come to the phone right now. It's actually recording on my voice. This isn't really me. Technology, huh? Anyways, leave a message or don't. I never really check this thing anyway. The mailbox is full and can't accept any messages at this time. Okay, text her. Hey, I'm kind of worried after you ran off last night. Text me as soon as you get this chance. You wait for a few minutes. Your message sits undelivered. Okay. I haven't heard from her either. Nah, that's not good. I think we should try looking for her. Let's meet up in town. Looks like you have your morning plans in order. Okay, let's take a shower because we ain't gonna be stinky. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. Feels good to wash away the grime of last night's haunting, but eventually you'll have to leave this place and confront the rest of the day. In the meantime, you think about the clinic. You're still drawn to it even now. You're gonna be back there today, you're sure of it. Okay, you're done taking a shower. We ain't stinky anymore, guys. Okay, let's look at the... Oh, the doll moved! There's no denying it. The doll moved at some point since your most recent visit. But your long-dead relative's creepy doll is not the only thing that's the difference. Someone else was in here? Okay, no. Key 9, judging by its residue, was left behind. I'm pretty sure you know the culprit. That means he was in your room, but he was just here while you were out the previous day. Did he enter while you slept unawares a few feet away? Okay, so that's referring to Wayne, right? Something to mull over for the rest of the day. Visit the opossums. Yay! Our little buddies are still okay. The two possums stare up at you. They both have bread. That's nice. Wave at them. They continue to stare up at you blankly in response. Close the drawers. Close the drawers. This is their home now. There's nothing you can do to change that. Head downstairs. It's time for you to face your cousin. She's not here, but it looks like she left a note on the counter. Had to run. The librarian needs a new house. I'm giving him the keys to Maxwell's place. The miners decided to stage a strike today of all days, so I won't be around. I know there's no point in asking you not to do anything reckless, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Be back late. Call if you get into trouble. Tabitha. Alright. Time to figure out the rest of your day. Let's investigate the garden. From your eavesdropping yesterday in the general store, it sounds like Tabitha's keeping something out back. You can investigate the garden to your heart's content. The air is mostly chilly today. The overcast sky is hanging oppressively over the weed-choked flower beds. Okay, venture deeper. Sybil mentioned an enclosed space. There ain't a shred out here, but the greenhouse fits the bill. Investigate the greenhouse. You start carefully packing your way through the underbrush. It doesn't take much effort to find a path. Cuttings of prickly raspberry bushes and tangled vines litter the ground around the greenhouse. You step towards the door. Oh, there was a goat or something there. It's sealed shut by a lock, and you catch a brief glimpse of a horned shadow through the ancient clouded glass. It was a goat. What a strange thing to keep in a greenhouse, especially one so isolated and overgrown. Okay, pick the lock. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? When are people going to learn that a mere lock cannot keep you contained? You open it up with ease. And... oh, it's just a normal goat, thank God. A warm barnyard smell fills your senses as you stare down at the goat within. It stares back up at you from its place tied to the floor, surrounded by dried herbs. Maybe if you could talk to animals, you might get some insight to share about the situation. But that would be ridiculous. People can't just talk to animals. You're free. The goat stares at you, not going anywhere. Untie the goat. You unclip the rope tying the goat to the greenhouse. It stares blankly up at you in response. I'm not gonna force it out of the greenhouse. The door's already open. You think for a moment whether or not you should keep it that way. Leave it open. Why not? You decide to leave the door open as you head your way back inside. The goat shouldn't be trapped in that greenhouse. You've investigated the garden. With Stella missing, it's best not to keep Cake away for much longer. Okay, and let's eat some PBJ. If Stella's MIA, who knows when you get the chance to eat? You make yourself a PBJ in I cannot speak. Anticipation for the long day ahead of you. And that's that. Okay, let's head to town. It's time to head to town. You head to the front door and begin your trek through the town below. Okay. The sun shines down through a thin layer of clouds, illuminating the path along the watery gray light. Okay. Glimpses of pale figures dot your periphery. You haven't seen the ditchlings in the middle of the day before. They're getting bolder. Oh yeah, that's right. They're out and about even though it's daylight. As you continue the trek down, you pause to stare out the mountain range beyond the holler, contemplating the world that is blissfully unaware of the danger threatening the citizens of this tiny town. The world outside feels less real with each passing day, and the strange reality of what's happening in the Scarlet Hollow gently uproots you for what you've taken of the truths of our world. Your everyday worries seem distant, overshadowed by fear and dread that hasn't stopped building up since the moment you stepped off that bus. Oh? Oh, hey! It's Kinkeka. It isn't long until the journey of this day is over, and once again you find yourself in the main street of Scarlet Hollow. Scion, you made it down the hill in one piece. Thank God. I didn't realize there's so many of those ditchlings around town, or I would have driven up to meet you. I can't believe they're outside during the day. It feels wrong. How are you doing? I'm mostly worried about Stella right now. I'll feel much better once we find her. I'm sure she's okay, but yeah, the peace of mind would be nice. So how are you, mentally? That's a great question. My concept of how the world works is being shattered a little more each day, so that's cool. Every day I feel like more and more I need to get out of this town before it swallows me whole. But I also keep feeling that there's too many reasons to stay. Like right now, I can't leave until I know Stella's okay. With her folks gone, the only people she has are her friends. And as her bestie, I can't just go running off into the woods and get eaten by Bigfoot. And my mom is just so chill right now. It's driving me nuts. She just keeps giving me tea and ignoring anything I tell her about the weird stuff that's been going around town. Yeah, no, I noticed that too. I figured if anyone would be interested in magic stuff, it'd be her. But she ends every conversation every time I try to bring it up. Sorry, I'm ranting. But thanks so much for asking. That was really thoughtful of you. And it helped to talk about it. If you ever need to rant too, I'd be happy to return the favor. Yeah, no problem, King Keika. We're friends. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't think we can trust. I don't think we can trust Stibble. She's been hiding way too much important information from us. You can't trust your mom. That woman knows things and she's holding her cards too close to her chest with everything that's going on. Something does feel different between us now, though. I think you're right. She's hiding something. I don't know what it would be or why she can't just come out and tell us. She's always been an open book. Yeah, I know. If it's something really bad and dangerous, why can't she just tell us? Even if it's something as simple as that she can't tell us or else a curse would be placed on us, that would be, good to know. So I guess there's a reason why she's holding back. She and I can butt heads sometimes, but she's a good person, and she cares about what'll happen to this town. I don't know what she's hiding, though, or why she can't just come out and tell us what's on her mind. Uncomfortably open, if you ask me. Okay. I'm supposed to see your mom at some point today. Maybe she'll finally shed some light on things. I'm not sure what she's planning to tell you today, but she couldn't have told all of this last night. Maybe she's gonna rate a fortune. I should probably stop making fun of her whole new Mystic Age vibe. A lot has happened in the past couple of days. Yeah, you're right, Kinkeka. Still, there's a plenty of time for tea after we've looked for Stella. Okay. Is the ghost still in the library? I have no idea, and I don't think anyone should try and take a look, especially not you. Who knows what would happen if that thing so much casts a whiff of scarlet blood. Yeah, no, it probably might just try and kill me. I think we should get started. The other options are pretty rude. I don't want to tell her, like, hey, are we gonna leave still? Yeah, we're bird in daylight. Where to first? Okay, let's go to her house first. Definitely. I probably should have done that before coming to get you all the way down here, but to be honest, I was scared of wandering off by myself, just in case I ran into any other horrors from beyond the veil. Yeah, that's, pretty good. It'd be great if this whole thing turns out to be nothing and she's just asleep in her bed. Also, I love the character's fashion in this game. Kika's got a great sense of fashion, it's great. You make your way towards Stella's house. Kinkika anxiously knocks on the door. It creaks open. The house is quiet. The world outside is muffled as she curiously takes steps over the muted air in the living room. If a feeling Stella won't be emerging from the shadows to sleepily greet you. This doesn't look like a break-in. Looks like somebody left the door open. Stella or somebody else was in a hurry when they left. I'm not from around here. Is it normal for people to leave their doors open? Unlocked? Yes. Hanging open? Open? No way. That's not normal. We should go in, right? Yes, we should go in. Oh no. Okay, it looks okay on the inside for now. Kenai, aside from a corner in the room dedicated to Gretchen, Stella's house almost feels like a museum. Everything organized out of tidiness. You wouldn't expect from someone rough and tumble as Stella. Only a handful of objects feel like they belong to her. Whatever happened to Stella, it looks like it didn't happen here. Okay, nothing unusual so far. This is a pretty normal living room. No blood or Viagra. Not even a tipped over lamp, so that's good. Let's go to her room. Okay. You make your way down the hall to what you assume to be Stella's room. She's not here. Okay, the closet is open and there are clothes strewn about, so she left in a real hurry. Also, I love this cryptid plushie she has on her desk. It's really, really cute. Though it's a little untidy, it's the usual sort of untidiness that accumulates when someone who doesn't often have guests in their bedrooms. There aren't any signs of violence. You notice, though, that her jacket is nowhere in sight. It isn't in her closet, and it wasn't on the coat rack in the other room. Stella's jacket is gone. The Letterman one, it was on the rack in the other room, and it's not in here. She didn't have it yesterday. Okay, so odds are she came home last night then. Still, that just leaves us with more questions. Yeah, like where did she go? If she came home last night, why isn't she here now? Why haven't we been able to reach her? Okay, let's look at her computer. Go to check Stella's computer. I'm not sure we should be snooping around on her computer. Isn't that an invasion of privacy? Yes, it is, but we don't know where she is right now, and the clues as to where she could have gone might be on her computer. It's a necessary sacrifice. Kika, what if there's a clue there and we miss it? What if we don't find Stella and it's all because we didn't snoop her computer? Sure, snoop away, but I'm not going to take a part of this. I'll just be over here, standing in the corner of the room, not looking over your shoulder. Let me know if you find anything. Yeah. Stella's desktop is horrifically cluttered. There are too many files and folders to fit on her monitor, and they overlap each other in a chaotic, multi-layered display. Hey, this is how my monitor is whenever I stream. I don't know what I expected to see here, but it definitely wasn't this. How does she ever get anything done? It's called multitasking and knowing where your tabs are, Kinkeka. Okay, look for something interesting. You scan through the folders and file names on Stella's desktop looking for something. Anything that seems like it might be interesting. One folder catches your eyes. Boring text stuff. You're no fool. You've seen this folder before. You have this own folder on your own computer. Boring text stuff never contains boring text stuff. For that matter, never contains anything related to taxes. And the contents are never boring. Open the folder. Oh, you open the folder and Surprised to find it contains carefully mapped out diagram of Scarlet Hollow mines, including holes in the fences and areas with low visibility. Ooh. And wait. Oh, this is pictures of them in their school days. There are also handfuls of old photos of Stella and Tabitha together as teenagers. Tabitha wears an uncharacteristic grin, an awfully joyful smile, and Stella's eyes are somehow brighter, less tired. Mm-hmm. Also, she's more peppy here. Both of them seem to be in a happier time. Okay. Let's search her history. You check Stella's search history. She hasn't visited any websites since Tuesday night. If she came home the night after incident, she hasn't touched her browser. Aside from expected searches for Tommy knockers and ditch links, it looks like she's been paying a lot of Sarah McLean. That's that. Okay, let's look at her tabs. It would take you all day to count the number of tabs in Stella's browser. So numerous, all her tabs that you didn't even see a single icon. A sea of rounded, featureless triangles from window edge to window edge. Her most recently opened tab is Uncle Carl's Bigfoot Farm, a forum of cryptonology enthusiasts. The post in question is titled "Something Big is Happening in Scarlet Hollow." Hey everyone! Was out and a skunk ape sighting the other day, and I found these little guys. My friend's mom says it's something called ditchlings. I've never heard of them. Has anyone had any good luck? Camera isn't shaky enough. This is totally staged. Clean footage of some sort of cryptid nobody's heard about from your friend's mom. The only thing I could think they see when I Google ditchlings is some city in England. Thought you were legit. Hey guys, since when did high quality footage count as anything as actual evidence? Those things are terrifying. Since every low budget movie started doing guerrilla marketing, I smell ARG. Okay. I'm serious. I've got tons of extra footage. Look at the nest. They've been doing something to the animals in town. Apparently some sort of bad omen like Mothman. Okay, I'm listening. I love me a Mothman. I'll believe you. You're so lucky you're not falling into a trap. I don't trust YouTubers. Those entertainers are not scientists. The thread continues. Okay. Okay, so one, this isn't an ARG. I would never. And two, you're not going to believe this, but we went to an abandoned mine last night to investigate things, and I'm pretty sure we found some Tommy knockers listening. The knocking we managed to catch on tape. There's a link to an audio file titled Tommy Knockers Real Wave. Just because you put the word real in your file name doesn't mean they're real. Two supernatural events back to back. This is so fake. I can't believe I bought into that River Runner hype. You're so full of it. Your YouTubers are always gonna sell out to the big indie horror. This is kidnapped by aliens all over again. Ugh, so dotty white things and now loud popping noises. This is definitely an ARG. Did you sell out Pillsbury? Stop cyberbullying her. I'm gonna call the mods. Locking this thread, giving everyone a 7-day ban. No cyberbullying, no self-promo. This thread ends. Okay, I think I've seen enough. Thank God. Nothing like I thought I would. I don't think there are any clues here. I don't think so either. Her whole room's been like this for pretty much the entire time I've known her. The only thing that's changed is the computer's getting a lot fancier. Oh, she still did those corkboard with strings. She was putting the strings on there. I didn't think they actually mean anything, but they were more for decoration anyway. Okay, let's investigate the kitchen.
Hi, Evelyn.
Okay, Zill's kitchen is slightly messy. A couple of cabinets are hanging open, and a loaf of bread sits on by the counter used by a butter knife. Ooh, the crust of the bread has gone somewhat stale, as much as you'd expect after being left out overnight. Whoever left it here left many hours ago. Okay, it's a little messy, but it doesn't look like anything violent happened here. Okay, it's possible she came home, grabbed some food, and left in a hurry, right? Maybe she had a panic attack after being possessed and stopped at home to make a snack before running off the city to cry somewhere. Might not sound rational, but it's absolutely in character for her. Honestly, it's a relief to think that all this happened, my panic attack is much more manageable than rotting ghosts or parasite boys. But still, that doesn't tell us where she was going. Okay, I don't think we're gonna find much else here. Let's leave. Okay. She probably came home last night, but left her door open and didn't tell anyone where she was going. I thought I was overacting this morning, but she could have been just sleeping in or something. But I can't believe she's actually missing. Where to next? Okay. We should check in on Oscar and Rosalina, right? Tabitha dropped off the keys. The old Maxwell place. Tabitha put them up in a broken down run-in that should have been bulldozed years ago? Your cousin's gonna get an earful next time I see her. Come on, there. It's like the only thing they can afford. And you make with what you have. Okay, take a storms off down the road and you follow close behind, okay? You don't get far before the sound of growling and desperate hits grabs your attention. Oh, you see a ditchling approach a cornered pixel on alley. He must have slipped out of the library with everyone else last night. The ditchling, distracted from its hunt by your arrival, cranes its neck to face you, its eyes sitting on you with an alien interference. Okay, so this is a ditchling. Oh my god. In the distance, you hear a furious patter of many feet approaching. You won't be alone for long. What do we do? We grab Pixel. Before you can react, the small pack of dogs round the corner. Whoa! Okay, they pounce on the creature, pulling it apart from the wall, taking turns biting and tearing until it's ripped into shreds. Okay, so we can use dogs against these things. We just need multiple. Their task complete, they saunter towards you. What the? What are Daisy and Scraps doing out here? Are they on some sort of ditchling hunting dog gang? It's not a bad thing. We've got like a German Shepherd, Pit Bull, and I forget what this one is, Chihuahua, and then I think this one's a Saint Bernard. I don't know what this one is. I don't know that much about dogs. Pixel timidly steps towards you. Pixel, you got out of the library. Oh, you poor cat. Come here. Pixel cautiously walks over to your group, clambering into your arms. He has a comfortable heft to him. Okay. Guess he likes you more than me. I'm just glad he doesn't seem to have any weird lumps on him, so we're able to save him. Thanks, guys. The pack of dogs scamper off, their work done. What the heck is going on in this town? Pixel in tow, you and your cousin continue to the old Maxwell place. Okay. The old Maxwell place is clearly a mid-century modern home and undoubtedly quite stylish for the time, but it's been abandoned for unknown decades, and moss and vines choke its exterior, barely concealing cracked walls and dust-clouded glass. Oh, it's Oscar! Before you can approach, the door opens. Oscar's head pokes out from the entryway. Hello? Oh, sorry if I startled y'all. The walls here have been worn down enough so I could hear it coming from the block away. Oh, good morning, Oscar. Thank goodness you found Pixel. Rosalina's been beside herself. Oscar's voice is tired. He's had a long night and it shows. His graying face seems to be having aged hours since you last saw him. Please come in. Pixel! Rosalina rushes forward, taking Pixel gently from your arms. Hey, Rosalina and Alexis, look what we found on the way up here. I was so worried. I thought the ghost might have done something to him. Alexis is helping us put a room together. We didn't even plan on staying here long, but the girl seems to be having fun with it. Thank goodness, even though they all have been here before. Yeah, this is kind of cool. It's like this weird intercom thing and jacuzzis. Maybe you guys could fix up the place. It doesn't seem that run down. It is a lot cooler than I thought it would be, and I've already been a ghost, so if it turns out to be haunted, it's no big deal. Okay, okay. Sorry again about the library. There's no need to apologize. It's a building, you're a person. You're more important than a pile of stones. I do kind of wish we could go back for our stuff. Thanks for letting me borrow some of your clothes, Alexis. You can borrow as much as you need. I have plenty of shirts. You can do the laundry at our house, too. Of course, there are some family heirlooms I'd rather not lose. Portraits of my parents, my missing my father's mining jacket. I don't like the thought of their last living memories being forgotten in there. And the fact that it stole the library from me too. That one really stinks. But what are you gonna do? What's what's going to happen to your career now the library's closed? That's a good question. I was up all night wondering the same thing. If things stay the way they are right now, it's essentially the library's burned down. The books are insalvageable and the building is unsalvageable. In that scenario, the county would have to put up the money to build a new archive, or we'd have someplace, or I'd have to move someplace with where I can work in an existing library, and Scarlet Hollow would lose a valuable public service. Oscar, move? So you and Rosalina would leave? But we're not doing that, right, Dad? We're staying here. I'm gonna do everything I can to keep us here. Okay, have any of you seen Sella? We haven't been able to find her since she left the library last night. She hasn't gotten in touch with any of you? Yeah, I'm starting to freak out a little. I really care about her and she's just gone. It's okay, Scion. We're going to find her. It's not good. I haven't seen her since she ran off last night. I feel terrible. This is my fault, isn't it? I should have done a better job warning her. Stella was practically banging down your door trying to get evidence of ghosts. I don't think you were going to be able to stop her. There was no way you could have known how she would react when we found it. Man, now I'm starting to really worry. It sounds like no one in town has seen her. I'm sure she'll be okay, but you should probably get back to looking for her soon. Okay. You aren't traumatized from last night? I don't know. The past 2 days have been really weird. But I figured if I survive all that, it can only get better from now on, right? Oh, I love a good old optimist. And we went through it together. I think it helps set me out, at least. Oh, that was Alexis. Oops, wrong voice. You two are stronger than me. My nerves are so frayed, I feel like I'm on more traumatic event from a heart attack. Same. Okay. It's cool of my cousin to let you stay in this place for free. Yeah, it's so cool. She's giving you this black mold free of charge. Only free for a month, actually. She said we'd have to pay rent. Are you serious? It doesn't matter. I don't intend for us to stay much longer than that. I'm gonna get the library back, one way or another. I don't care what it takes. I'm not letting that creature get the last laugh. It's all bravado at this point. Not even Oscar believes what he just said. I've been thinking, as far as I'm aware, there's nothing paranormal going on in Scarlet Hollow very recently. And now here we are, suddenly surrounded by weird goblin creatures in the woods while the entire building's taken over by supernatural creatures. You think it was an inciting event, right? I do. That's my thought too. I was never like this in Scarlet Hollow before. Something must have happened and kicked off all the magic stuff. More water. I'm so thirsty. Whatever the case of this is, there must be a way to put the genie back in the bottle. I'm gonna do my best to find out if there have been any similar events and whatever else might be going on. The town archives are unfortunately in the library. Well, of course they are. That's just fantastic. I told you putting everything online was important. No one uses paper anymore, Dad. That's true. You should have had it all online. And you were right. My first project to ever get the library back. I've learned my lesson. Until then, we'll just have to make do what I can find online. We'll fill you in on what we know, so at least you have a place to start. Okay? So, let's talk about the seals. Weird stone seals. There was one in the mines, another in the basement. There might be more. There's stone carvings you mentioned last night, right? To think there's something like that under my house all this time. To think someone might have put it there, but who? This gives me quite a few threads to follow. Thanks, Scion. Scion, didn't you say you felt something similar to the mine seal outside the clinic yesterday? I hope that doesn't mean something weird is about to happen there, too. Maybe. I think Sybil knows more than she's letting on. She wants me to come talk to her today. I know we've been over this, but I think you're barking up the wrong tree. Why would my mom hide anything from us? I don't know, but she is. She always had a strange air about her, hasn't she? I'm interested to know what she intends to discuss with you, Scion. I have a feeling it's more than just tea that she wants to offer. Okay. Make sure you Pixel stays inside or you might get grabbed by ditchlings. The ditchlings are those things from the woods, right? With those faces? They snatch animals and do kind of some parasitic egg-laying thing, so unless you want one of those things to pop out of Pixel, you better keep him where he's safe. Not Pixel, he's the best cat I've ever met. He's like a little dude. How do we know he didn't get infected already? He was now all nice. He could be okay. I think some of the dogs kept him safe, like some kind of gang of dogs. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I saw it with my own eyes. A gang of dogs. I suppose stranger things have happened. In this very week, in fact. But we'll make sure he stays regardless. Right, Rosalia? I'm not letting him out of my sight ever again. Okay. I think there's something in the clinic. There's this door. I could feel something pulling me towards it. Right, I almost forgotten about that. After everything that happened. You said there was something that reminded you of the mines, right? I see. I'll dig up what I can about the clinic. There's a lot of history there. Wouldn't be surprised if there's something haunting that place, too. Oh, God, you don't think that's why Reese is sick, do you? He's been sick for years, hasn't he? If there's something supernatural causing his illness, it puts a wretch out of our recency theory. It does, but there's a lot more to it. Maybe things being clustered so tightly together is just a coincidence. Maybe Scarlet Hollow's been weird for a long time and we're all just starting to notice. It took me back-to-back encounters with the paranormal on consecutive nights to even consider that we might be dealing with something supernatural. Mm-hmm. We need to get Reese out of there before something bad happens to him. That sounds terrifying, but maybe necessary. No, I veto this. We do not want a repeat of last night. Should be more cautious about what we do next. We don't want anyone to get attacked or possessed by any more ghosts, even if it's to help a friend. If there's something there, it might not be capable of possessing us. No one got possessed in the mines. No, but that doesn't make the clinic any less dangerous. I don't know if we have time to play it safe. Just give me a day or two of some research before you do anything rash, okay? Okay. Let's see. What about this one? I wonder if this could be some work of some kind of cult. Well, I don't know what kind of cult would do all of this. You mentioned something like that at the library the other day. If there was a cult in Scarlet Hollow, I feel like I'd know about it. I don't know. I'm just throwing things out there. Let's not all get the satanic panic just yet. I know it's not looking unlikely at this point, but having lived in this town my whole life, I feel like I'd know if there's some kind of cult that ran the place. A cult doesn't necessarily have to run the town to have an impact here. It doesn't even need to be active. From what I gather, those carvings you might have been talking about are old, and whoever left them here is probably long gone. I'll see what I can find. You never know. Okay. We need to find Stella. I agree. We need her brazen energy if we're going to do any serious sleuthing. Let us know what you find. I will. We're going to get the library back, and we're going to figure out how to fix whatever's wrong with the town. I hope so. So that's Oscar. Any other ideas? Okay. Let's go to the diner. There's a lot of exploring we're doing this time. Good idea. Folks tend to congregate there. Maybe we'll run into someone who's seen Stella. Alright. The diner's busier than you've ever seen it. All the small booths are packed with miners. Hey, hope you weren't planning on spending any quality time in the diner today. Looks like we're hosting a meeting for the foreseeable future. What's going on? There's a strike up at the mines that made the diner their pace of operations. Good for them. It's about time something like this happened. Well, it's great for business. These fellows can have much free caffeine if they can drink. Can have free caffeine if they drink if they keep piling in like this. Miners don't even notice you enter the diner. Instead of speaking in hushed voices, they argue with each other quite loudly. I guess the shift schedules are pretty brutal, and I'd like more vacation days. I hope to be able to see my family around the holiday, and health benefits would be amazing. What if she decides to fire all of us? It's only been a year or two into the work, and trust me, the longer it goes on, the more it sucks the life out of you. At first, you're just unhappy, but you can figure whether it'll find something better. A paycheck's a paycheck. The next thing you know, you've lost years of your life to a company that doesn't even give a crap about you and uses up all every free second, sucks out of its workers, and pays us just enough to survive, but not much. We could never save enough to get the heck out. But we could get fired for this. I really need the paycheck and I can't get fired. And the accompanying housing, that makes a big difference for me. Right, the accompanying housing. How generous of Tabitha to put you in a company-owned shack that isn't even maintained in decades. A big chunk right out of your paycheck sure isn't going towards the property tax and upkeep alone. The company housing just means nobody in this town can... that almost nobody in this town owns the place they live. But we have numbers on our side, Harrison, and after what happened up there the night, everybody else will be joining the picket line. She can't afford to lose us all. We have the power here, as long as we're united. Okay. Have any of you seen Stella? She's missing. The miners turn toward the doorway, all their eyes glaring at you in unison. The YouTuber? No, we ain't seen her. As you can see, we got a lot going on today. We'd appreciate if you didn't butt in. Harrison voice drops to an barely audible mumble. I hope she's okay. Oh, you prickly guy. So you do care. She hasn't been around, but I'll let you know if I hear anything. Okay, so... what do you want to do, Harrison? I don't know. This ain't your business. These sorts of questions are exactly what someone's trying to break a strike would be asking. Come on now, I don't think Simon was trying to break your strike. How would you know that? This person's stranger and a Scarlet. Hold your horses there, Zach. I don't care if y'all stand for a good cause. I don't even care how much bacon and eggs you've bought. If you start a fight in my establishment, you're out. Let's handle it like civil adults. You heard the lady. Don't get involved or we'll have to take this outside. Sorry, fellas. We won't bother you. Let's make ourselves scarce. So about the strike. Really think we're gonna talk to you, kid, after you just what you had to pull with Harrison? We're not fools and we're not letting you talk with a strike breaker. Look, I support you guys, but maybe we can save this until next week. I may be the boss's cousin, but I support the strike. Like heck you do. Just back off. We're here to find Stella, not hassle Tabitha's overworked employees. I guess we should get going. Man. Okay. No sign of Stella. Okay, let's do... let's do the mines next. I guess there's a pretty decent chance Stella went to find your cousin. I can't say I get it, but it's definitely something she'd do. Come on, I'll drive us. You follow Kincaid to her van. It's not long before you find yourselves outside the Scarlet Mines. Oh. Scarlet, more like toilet. Better hours now. Or none at all. I am unhappy with the temperament I am reliving as a worker in the... I can't... The text is too smushed together. I can't read that last one. A wall of bodies, picket signs, and megaphones in hands form a human barricade around the entrance to the Scarlet Mines. I hope it's not weird to talk to them while they're in the middle of this. Look out, fellas. That's the boss's cousin. And Zach said the kids were just down at the diner acting suspicious. Don't engage. Have any of you seen Stella? She's missing. Miners collectively ignore you. Look, I know you all have a well-deserved bone to pick with the Scarlets, but Stella doesn't have anything to do with the strike. Have you seen her or not? The YouTuber? She's the one on all the band's party posters, right? We haven't seen her, and we've been out here all day, so we'd know if she'd come by. Make sure to keep an eye out. Can't say we'd be much of help. We'd just be sitting here for the foreseeable future. Okay, why are the cops here? Miss Scarlet requested we supervise the situation. The mine's source of a lot of jobs in town. She just want to make sure nobody did anything hasty while expressing their concerns. It's a polite way of saying that they're here to intimidate us, and a little reminder from the boss that she owns more than just the coal mines. Simmer down. Nobody's here to intimidate anyone, but the Scarlet Mines are private property, and Miss Scarlet has every right to request some oversight during tense situations. There's a lot more of us than there are of you. Okay, I need to talk to Tabitha. So you're saying you want to cross a packet line? You don't literally have to cross the packet line to get inside. There's always a hole Rosalina used to sneak in the other day. Come on, what harm could I possibly cause by going in there? I have my cousin's phone number. I'm staying at her house unless I checked. She knows you're all striking. If Stax doesn't trust you, then I don't trust you. Hey now, Davis, you can't just block people from going inside. This ain't a union. It's not even a legal strike. You're lucky Miss Scarlet hasn't ordered us to escort you all off her private property. Whose side are you on? The town's, of course, and I'll have you know this Miss Scarlet's exercising quite a bit of restraint right now. It's well within her rights to have us escort you off her private property. Go ahead and see your cousin. Well, I'm not crossing the picket line, and besides, I don't think Tabitha would be too happy to see me. I'll just wait by the van while you go talk to her. See you on the other side. Sorry, guys, I know you're all angry, but this is really important. It's quiet today, and empty beyond the ruckus of the front gate. The trailer that serves as Tabitha's office looms over you in the hill. Let's knock. You walk up to Tabitha's trailer and knock on the door. You wait for a moment. No response. Knock again. Oh, for the love of... The door swings open. Oh, it's you. Should I go? Yeah, and try not to let yourself get noticed. Street smart. Try not to let yourself notice. Looks like Tabitha found a rat. I'm not gonna call him a rat. What were you two talking about? That's for me to know, and so mind your own business. Should I be worried about? Don't say another word and just leave. I'll handle this. The door clicks closed as Rodriguez leaves. Oh! She grabs you by the collar, her face closed, her eyes full of rage, her words a frustrated hiss. Listen to me, Scion. Really listen. This ain't some fun little game, okay? This is my life, and if you value yours, you'll be quiet about what you just saw. I don't care if we're family. I'll make the rest of your stay here a living hell if you cross me. Okay. Her grips loosen as Tabitha turns away from you. Your eyes are drawn to the gun hanging above Tabitha's desk. Sorry to get scary for a second. I've been pushed to the brink all week, and I can't have anything else go wrong. What are you gonna do? Shoot me? What? What are you talking about? She follows your eyes up to the gun on the floor wall. Oh, that. I'm not gonna shoot you. What did you come up here to talk about anyway? Just decide whether you wanted to bother me in the worst possible day to be bothered? Stella's missing. She's missing? Tabitha's quiet for a moment. I'm sure she'll turn up, but I'll see if I can get a hold of her. Oh, she still cares about her. Yay! Don't think looking for my missing acquaintance gives you a pass to do anything dangerous. You're forbidden from doing anything risky, even if you think it might be for a good reason. Let's do this. Look, I know I don't have the best track record here, but believe me, the last thing I want right now is to cause more trouble. Tabitha studies you for a moment before study. I'm going to choose to believe you. Not that it'll do much good. You're like a magnet for danger. Okay? Want to talk about the strike. Good for you. I don't. Now, if you have something else to talk about, spit it out. Otherwise, get out of my office. Okay? Also wanted to see how you were doing with the strike, your mom, everything. Let's actually talk. Did you really think I'd want to have some kind of heart-to-heart right now? Sorry, Simon, but I have work to do. Save your pondering questions for another time. Or never. I don't care which. If not then, now when? I'm only here for a few more days. Says the person who ran off yesterday spending time together. If connecting with me is what you really want, then you're doing a bad job at it. Okay. Love you, bye. Don't be weird. I'm trying to connect with you. Jeez, leave the office. Okay. You don't look like you found any new leads. Okay, the cops didn't seem to know anything, so we're just gonna... We should go to the church. The church? What, you think Stella decided to get religious all of a sudden? It's, I don't know if she'll be there. You want to talk to Pastor Daniel? Okay, but if he isn't helpful, I don't want to linger. I had enough spooky stuff happen to me lately, and I don't feel like getting more creeped out than I already am. Yep, don't worry, I'm on it. I'm literally here just to ask if he's seen her or not. I highly doubt she's been down this way, but you never know. Alright, alright. Where's the weirdo? Oh, hey, Pastor Daniel. And yes, he does look creepy. My, 3 visitors at once on a Thursday. This is unprecedented. 3? That means there was another person. Was it? But there's only 2 of us. Oh no, were we followed by a ditchling? Or were we followed by Wayne? Hey, sup, old people? Oh, it's just you, Zane. What are you doing here? At the glimpse of death I've had the past few days have forced me into the mindset of an existential crisis, my dudes. I wanted to see if my faith had any answers for me. Oh, okay. Alas, I have not found the solace I seek. Well, at least Zane's handling this relatively well. Give it time, Zane. Sometimes it takes a while for the Lord to work his way into your heart, but when he does, you won't regret letting him in. Be sure to look over those pamphlets I give you, of course. I'm always here if you need to talk. Sure thing, Pastor D. Peace, y'all. Okay. Anyway, we're looking for Stella. She wandered off last night, and no one's seen her since. We're starting to get pretty worried. We've hoped maybe you or Jenny had seen her. I can't speak for Jenny, but I've sort of never seen hide nor hair of Stella. If you'd like to talk to my wife, she's just over by the alpacas. Though San, I was hoping we'd be able to talk in private. What do you have to say to her that you can't say in front of me? Please, if you wouldn't mind, this is a personal matter. Personal for whom? I'd rather folks not pry on this. You know how rumors get started. Yeah, what do you have to say to me that you can't say in front of Kankeka? Important things. I won't buy anything, I promise. And we can talk right here in the open. I guess I'll leave you to it while I check with Jenny. I'll be right over the fence conveniently in the line of sight, okay? Yeah, Kankeka walks off towards Jenny and the alpacas, leaving you alone with the nervous pastor. I'm so glad you decided to come and visit me. Don't make me regret my choice. You are really creepy. So many people these days seem to think they can solve all their problems on their own. Meanwhile, God is right there and ready to help them, if only they'd lend him their hearts. The pastor's eyes dart back and forth between the alpacas. Okay, good, she's gone. You're new in town. What kind of impression do I make on you? Am I creepy? You're extremely creepy. Oh. He shifts uncomfortably as the 2 of you continue to stand in silence for much longer than socially acceptable. Maybe if I grow a thick beard, people will trust me more. Or maybe I should get a cool jacket. He's interrupted this by the sound of a snapping twig with high-pitched giggle, a muffled underbrush by the edge of the property. Tulip, come out over there. You know you're not supposed to play in the woods. Tulip glances back in the woods as she hesitates. Tulip, are you going to be good, or are we going to skip story time tonight? I'll be good. You don't have to skip story time. I won't go into the woods, I promise. I know you won't, Tulip, because it's too dangerous for little girls in there. Why don't you go help Mama with the alpacas? It's just about time they got fed, and you can give them hay. Tulip smells broadly, extremely excited by the prospect, and hurries off. Okay. Sorry to be firm parenting just then. Well, no. Woods are dangerous, even if there are no wild animals in there that would hurt somebody. There's a lot of things that could go wrong. Like there could be poison ivy and a whole bunch of other things that could get her in trouble. So it's better for a little girl or little boy to avoid being alone in the woods, you know? So it's nothing to apologize for. There's this main trash job not too past through the trees, but it must be at least 50 years old, so it's overgrown and looks like a part of the landscape. But if you accidentally walk on it, you might find yourself falling into a deep mound of rusty cans and broken glass. Tulip made up some imagining friends and keep telling her to go out there like there wasn't some sort of fictional creatures. She's made to try to convince us it's a good idea for her to play with some old garbage. But she's 7, of course. Of course she would come up with funny ideas like that. Perhaps, to satiate her curiosity, you could all go up over there with her to make sure nothing bad happens and show her why it's so dangerous. I love to get the community to rally around a big cleanup. It's about time everybody got rid of all that junk. Let's see. Okay, what are we talking about with imaginary friends? Oh, she's just been talking about friends of her lately. Little stories about creatures that live in the church. I'm pretty sure she saw some animal in there, decided it was her friend. Nothing to be overly concerned about, except the trash heap situation. Okay. Whatever his daughter's been talking to is real and he knows it. Sounds like to me like you know exactly what she's been talking to. Daniel's eyes go wide for just a second. I don't... He does. He obviously does. He hunches his shoulders, his voice suddenly quiet. There are rats in the church. There, I said it. It's embarrassing. But you saw one at some point. No, you're still lying. And you can hear them scurrying around on the walls. She decided they're her little friends. Please, keep it between us. Don't tell Jenny. I don't want her to know the church is in a rough shape. Nope, I'm gonna tell her. At the corner view, I can see Kincaid walking back towards the water view. She must have finished talking to Jenny. Jenny says she hasn't seen Stella either. We'd better get going. I hope your talk with the pastor went well. Yes, we had a great conversation. I appreciate you all stopping by. Even if it wasn't under the best circumstances, you best be on your way. And I hope Stella turns up soon. I put in some good praise with the big man for her. Alright, thanks. See ya. Interesting. Kikika starts back down the path to town and you follow. Alright. Okay. Okay, now he put some distance between us and the church. What did he want to talk to you about? He didn't say anything weird, did he? Yeah, no, he said a bunch of really weird things. He wanted to know why everyone in town thinks he's creepy. He is creepy. Let's not get too distracted until we find Stella, though. Where to next? Okay. Maybe she'll have some ideas. Sure, we can humor her. She's probably going to give you a bunch of rocks or bundles of herbs for her protection or something. Which might actually work. Who knows? Guess there's only one way to find out. Okay. The bells of the general store chime welcomingly as you two enter. Kankega, there you are. You're supposed to stay in bed today, remember? And hello, Scion. You've sufficiently recovered from last night's fiasco. Sorry, Mom. It's just that Stella's missing and Stella can take care of herself, unlike you. You need bed rest and lots of fluids. You don't need to go running around spreading that cold of yours. Now go up to bed. I'll be a minute or two with some more tea. I thought you had some kind of important thing to talk about with Scion. I'm really feeling okay. I want to hear what you have to say to her. I'll just be doing some tea reading. Haven't those always bored you to tears? Okay, you're right. I'm not feeling well. I should lie down. Bye, Scion. Kikika turns her head and heads towards the stairs without saying another word. Can't help but notice something stiff and quiet about her demeanor as she obeyed her mother's orders as a command. Whatever it was, it didn't feel like the same person who stormed out of the general store yesterday morning. The person who wouldn't do as she told so easily. You can't help but notice an uncharacteristic firmness in Sybil's voice, too. Maybe their relationship isn't so pleasant behind closed doors. Well, that's not for me to pry into. But I can't understand why she's being so harsh with her and not showing that same sternness to Miles. Sybil's motions towards the tea room. Kinkeka didn't seem like her usual self just then. You're right, she hasn't been feeling herself for the past few days. All the stress has been under, plus that cold of hers. I'm sure she'll clear up soon. She just needs to take it easy, drink some tea, and not go running through town until she feels better. No way am I spending alone time with you. I don't trust you. I'm sorry to hear that. I won't stop you if you'd rather leave, but I hope I can regain your trust somehow. Oh, wow, we just suddenly leave. Okay, the doorway in the clinic. Alright. Oh, whoa, now we're here? Are we gonna break into the house? You didn't even notice yourself retracing your steps from yesterday, but here you are. What's important now is finding out what's hidden in the clinic. Even at the bottom of the hill, you can already feel its presence, like a magnet that's been fixed on your ribcage, gently chugging you forward, guiding you to whatever emanates to your compulsive frequency. The side of the mountain looks really close to the terrace, maybe even close enough to jump. What are the odds the terrace door is locked? Okay, let's do smart. Okay, this is a doctor's office, not Fort Knox. Why would the clinic door even be locked? You carefully make your way up to the wooden stairs, the clinic's wall-path porch, avoiding any suspiciously creepy-looking steps. You push the door open slowly, just enough for you to slip on, but not enough to make a sound from the door's ancient hinges. I'm not sure how much space that would be, but wow, that's good. Okay. We've successfully BRD'd. Sorry, no, BNE, not BRD. I don't know why I said that. You can see the doc at her desk in the same room at the hall down the hall. She hasn't noticed you. You shut the door silently, watching her closely. You're in the clinic. Or rather, negging pool. Okay. Wait, we're just walking? Okay. You've been caught by its gravity. An overwhelming curiosity guides you around a corner towards the desk doorway underneath the stairs. It's been left ajar, as if inviting you to enter. Turn on the lights. Oh my god. Has she been keeping her son alive this whole time? Is he a zombie? You click the lights on. You're in the morgue. Sion, why are you in the morgue? Oh my god, you died and she Frankensteined you back to life? I didn't die and nobody got Frankenstein. Sometimes I just sleep down here. It's easier. He avoids your gaze, clearly embarrassed to admit it. His words seem distant to you. You're struggling strong down here. You can almost feel yourself slipping into a trance. Your eyes start to wander back of the morgue. You can see what's back there. Follow the pool. You touch the wall. Feels disappointingly solid underneath your palms. Hey, are you okay? No, I don't think we're okay. You feel Reese's hand gently shake your shoulder, and for a moment the thing on the other side of the white wall loosens its pull on you. You look kind of possessed for a second there. Are you okay? Make him understand. There's some kind of magic going on, but it's telling me that I need to go behind that wall. Rachel's glasses back at the wall. You're really serious, aren't you? This is probably a bad idea, but if you really need to get in there, I'm pretty sure there's an emergency axe somewhere upstairs. I just need to get the doc out of our hair. Should take 2 seconds. Okay. Sounds great. Sounds great. Lead the way. Sweet. Be right back. He strides past you, his long legs moving swiftly. He seems excited, as his usual demeanor is replaced with some uncharacteristic pep when faced with the prospect of sneaking around and tearing down walls. You hear a soft voice filling through the open doorway at the top of the stairs. A hoarse, silky edge, added for effectiveness, speaks to his mother. Hey, Mom. He coughs gently. Reese, I didn't know you were awake. I feel like garbage, but I think I could keep some juice down. Looks like we're all out, though. Really? I thought I just packed some up. I've got an errand to run on Main Street anyway. I'll go pick up some orange juice and some ginger ale, too. That would be awesome. Sorry to ask. I know you're probably busy. No, it's no problem. It doesn't take long. Don't do anything strenuous while I'm gone. Just lay in bed until I get back. Thanks, Mom. I'll take it easy. You hear her footsteps down the hall. Then the front door opening and closing. It worked! Sarah took grasp of his voice, excitement ringing in its place. Come on up. We don't have long until she's back. Okay. As you step out of the morgue, you relax. The extra space between you and the carving has weakened its hold on you, and your desperation to claw your way out of the wall to unheave it. Okay. It's one of those emergency fire axes. Should probably be pretty obvious as to where it is, though I'm not sure where she'd be keeping it. I'll show you around. Okay. This is so interesting. You make your way to the doorway, her now vacant office. I don't see an axe in here. He's right. Cursory glance reveals nothing but a stack of paper and cabinets and medical supplies. But something on the desk catches your eye, some sort of records. With your family name on them. Okay, pick up the documents to read. You skip up the folder, tucking the documents in for later perusal. Reese's watches you with curiosity. Stealing medical documents? If my family's gonna keep secrets from me, I better learn what I can. Totally. Steal anything you need to. Got a mystery to solve, and I'm not gonna stand in your way. Oh, thanks, Reese. Let's just take the medical. Let's check the medical supply room next. I can imagine a room full of chemicals being a place that might want to keep an axe. Better be careful stealing stuff up there, though. This might really get you in trouble. Yeah, don't worry. I'm just gonna take the axe. You turn around and leave the office. Time to move on. Okay. Might be useful. Okay. Down the hall. There it is. Looks like it needs a key, though. We better not break the glass. I'd rather explain why I had to steal the axe after we had a chance to use it. There must be a key around here somewhere. Reese stops to listen to something. You can hear it too, ever so faintly, the sound of footsteps just outside the clinic. Ah, man, she's back already. The front door of the clinic opens and closes. The creak of antique hinges echoing down the hall. Footsteps start down the hall. She's heading this way. Quick, we gotta hide. I'm not supposed to be in here. He opens the closet door and hurriedly motions you inside. Oh! So we're both in the closet together. Okay. You slip past him, scrunching the small space as best you can. He attempts to slide in after you. Let him in. You make some space and he slips in next to you, closing the door enough so you can both still monitor the entrance to the supply room. Dr. Kelly storms in, plastic bag in tow. She takes something out of the bag and places it on the counter. And then she hurries back. And then she hurries back out, rustling as she made her way down the hallway. We'd better wait a second just in case. Okay. Quietly wait for the danger to pass. The two of you stand in tense silence, both crammed into the suffocating closet, taking shallow breaths as if she could hear your breathing from the other side of the building. But the footsteps return. Dr. Kelly makes her way back to your hiding place, creaking floorboards, broadening her location all the way down the hallway just behind your... Wait, his head swivels slightly. That was the door to the house. We're in the clear, let's go. Okay. Okay. Reese quickly and quietly starts pulling out drawers, scanning them for keys. Okay, let's see. Let's help him search the drawers. Okay, we try the first one. Long table in the middle of the room. Under his strange plant, Dr. Kelly left on the table. It doesn't budge. A small strip of bright green tape. Oh, okay. A few more steps and you... Oh, we found the keys. One of the keys is a tiny green shape with its head. Okay. Oh, sweet. That was fast. Toss him over. I'll get the axe. Okay. Find something weird? Takes a notebook from you, slipping through a few pages. This is about me. There's stuff in here from when I was like 12. Some kind of diary or medical history, or both, I guess. What the heck is this? It's like something from another episode. I guess she's referring to one of my rough nights. Oh, here we go. Some illustrations. He glances back to the strange plant on the countertop. Is that... She uses that to make medicine. By extracting the boiling berries? Great. She doesn't say what the berries are or what she's extracting. Okay. Leaving out names? Real suspicious. But why would... You and Reese jerk your heads to the sound of the opening door. The doctor's in. Oh man, that was the door from the house. We gotta run. Grab the axe and go. You grab the axe and follow Reese's instruction, once again starting down the basement stairs. Letting the pull of the stone carving guide you back to the morgue. Uh-oh. Dr. Kelly's voice filters down from above. I was right. We did have juice. It was just in the back of the fridge, but there is no harm in not having extras. What are you doing in the clinic? I thought you told you to go rest. Oh, I'm just gonna chill in the morgue. I got my speakers. If you hear some weird sounds, it's just my music. I'll be sure to put in earplugs to drown out all the instrumental chain clanging you listen to. You know I'm not the biggest fan of you spending time down there. It can't be good for your mental health. To hang out in a refrigerator for corpses. Do you have at least a blanket with you this time? Yeah, I'll be fine. I just need to change of scenery. My room feels too claustrophobic right now. Okay, I'll let you know when it's time for dinner. Hear the sound of the door close and the sound of Reese descending down the stairs to join you. Okay. Hey! Wow, okay, let's do this. I'd like to do the honors if you don't mind. Got some confused, angry feelings I'd like to express. Okay. Reese takes the axe from you and approaches the wall. Manages to cut through the wall with very little effort, unexpected from someone with his frame and condition. But, with his stringy muscles being backed by mounting fury at what's been done to him, that goes a long way. He staggers back from the massive hole, admiring his work. Oh my god! Oh, the splinters of the edge frame surprisingly deep into the side of the cliff. Wait, cold seeping from the forgotten place in the already frigid morgue. I can't read. I don't know if you could tell, but I cannot read. Reef coughs as he takes a better look. What lies beyond the wall? There's a whole hallway back there. Thick, stale air leaks from the hole, filling the morgue with a clear, earthly mildew smell, like the room slowly filling with dirt. And with the stink, grave-like room beyond comes an even stronger compulsion. You step forward. Oh no. You climb into the hole. This is wild. I had no idea any of this was here. An entire hospital wing rotting away from decades behind some flimsy drywall. His voice sounds distant. Your sole focus is finding it. Your feet move without prompting as you stumble down the hallway towards the far wall, barely registering the antique clutter as you stagger past it. Whoa, are you okay? No, we are not okay. You don't respond. You don't bother to retrieve the axe. The wall is rotten, water damaged, and eaten away from the wood. Of course, for unknowable years. The planks are nearly reduced to sawdust. You tear into it. What is going on with us in this whole thing? Okay. They said there's nothing they can do, right? I'll never use my legs again. Enoch, what am I gonna do? Nonsense, Teddy. These doctors don't know what they're talking about. I've been doing my own research and I found an alternative. Someone who can fix everything in one fell swoop. We're taking home today. By this time next week, everything will be resolved. Okay. Everything goes black. Your vision swims back and forth and takes a solid second for you to reorient yourself. You're in an unfamiliar bed. Reese leans against the far wall, eyeing you with concern and curiosity. Hey, I was worried you slipped into a coma or something. You turned on the wall like a wild animal, found some weird carving and collapsed. I think it must have been some kind of seizure. Are you okay? Does Dr. Kelly know I'm here? No, I stuck you in the back of the house while she was busy in the medical storage. Figured you wouldn't want to come in through the morgue. Okay. So nothing spooky happened? The mountain didn't collapse on us? No ghosts? No, nothing. Just fell down, twitched a little, and when you seemed stable, I carried you back here. That was a few hours ago. Oh, that's great. Great. I'm glad to have at least one mostly normal day this week. Too bad. With your track record, I was hoping we'd run into some unimaginable horrors. At least I know there's an abandonable hospital wing in the morgue. I'm pretty sure there's plenty in there to get creeped out by. I had a vision. Like a hallucination? I have those too sometimes, when I was a teen. Anyway, just weird little things, like my hands would go the wrong way to my neck, or it would seem too long. Oh, the room would feel smaller. Okay. I still have those documents I swiped, right? Yeah, you should still have them on you. Sure enough, you still have them on you. Okay. Ooh, yes. Okay, cause of death, sleep apnea. Discovered by her doctor, Tabitha Christian Scarlett. No autopsy performed. Okay. Edwardine Scarlett. Okay. Cause of death, heart failure. Okay. Discovered by her granddaughter, Parlene. Pretty normal. Okay, Enoch. Okay, fall from a cliff. This one has a coroner report attached. Organs sustained impact injuries, lacerations to the neck, body full with a fall from a great height. Okay. Okay, cause of death, crushed in a mine collapse, body not recovered, signed by his brother, Enoch. Okay. Died. Both killed in the line of duty. Must have been Edwardine's brothers. Okay, cause of death, Andrew, okay. Cause of... Oh, okay, so this one died right when it was born. Oh, that's so sad. Cause of death, complications during birth. No doctor present. Oh, that's so sad. There's some information missing there. Okay. Missing, presumed dead, signed by mother, Edwardine. Alexandria, the owner of the doll. She also went missing. That's Mary Bell Scarlett. Okay, died at 16. Wow, that's young. Cause of death: complications during childbirth. Whoa, whoa. So, all of Edwardine's kids died really, really young. I think the carvings are trying to warn me about something. My family has dark secrets. An old family like yours, I believe it. Hopefully that's all ancient history, though. I should probably... so what now? I might be stuck down here for a little bit, but the dog's up on the warpath up there. I refuse to take my medicine, and she's not happy about it. But after I read this, there's no way I'm gonna take anything she gave me. She's like she's been poisoning me for years. I went ahead and unblocked my door, so she can't get down here. Now we just have to wait out. Wait, but why would she poison you? I don't know. But it's all in here. She never outright says what she's doing. And the recipe she came up with to do with my flare-ups, whatever she thinks those are, involves weird plants that were on the counter. I managed to look at the plants she was using with my medicine. The internet says it's castor bean. It used to make resin, a super deadly poison, and it causes my exact symptoms. Thing is, I can't figure out why she's been trying to kill me slowly, or she's just keeping me sick enough to be dependent on her. Either way, I don't think I ever had an illness. The illness was me growing up and becoming less easy to control, and she found a cure for that. Resin is really bad. How are you not dead? I don't know. Maybe it's low enough dosages, or maybe I developed a tolerance. But I think it's the fact I feel more and more alive by the minute is enough proof that she was keeping me sick. I don't need solid evidence. Okay. We need to get you out of here. Who knows what she'll do if she finds out that you know. Where would we go? The only person I know who has a car is Kaneka, and she's not answering her phone. I don't know anyone else. I don't have any other family to go to. I never even finished high school. When I get out of this house, I don't know how I can make sure I don't wind up back down here. Okay, one step at a time. Let's just start by waiting out your mom and getting out of here. Shouldn't call her my mom. As far as I'm concerned, she forfeited that title. I don't think I should even call her a doctor. She's just some woman now. Okay. Can't wait for her to be in the rearview mirror the rest of my life. We'll see if we can't wait her out. If she doesn't fall asleep by 10, we can figure something else out. The windows are supposedly shatterproof. She always says it was for burglars. Now I assume it was yet another way to keep me boxed in. But we can try to break them anyway. A distraction seems like a good idea. As you can probably tell, I'm getting a little jittery. Maybe it's because of the lack of my poison in my system for the first time in years. The fact that my whole perception of reality seems to be turned on its head is probably a combo. It doesn't feel awful, to be honest. Okay. I'm chill with whatever. Cool. I could either think of two things. Paint and watch movies. I'm pretty jittery to paint right now, especially since I'll probably be leaving this basement and everything behind it in a couple hours, so movie it is. Go ahead and get comfy. Pick something you might like. I know. I've been wanting to share Shi no Chi Deathblood with someone for years. Okay, let's watch it. Maurice gets the movie set up and joins you on the bed. Let me know if it gets too much for you. I'm not a great judge of how others will react to things I watch, but I definitely don't want you to feel uncomfortable. Okay. It's a slow burn movie, but the dread building up palpable in the room, or maybe it's just how it feels down here all the time. With all the grisly paintings, lack of lighting, and cinder block walls. Of course, the fact that the woman is currently looking upstairs is poisoning her son since his teens. I've seen a couple of directors on the other films. They're all interesting, though this is probably the best introduction of his work. Ooh, cool. The way jump cuts to seemingly unrelated TV shows recordings that wind up trying to get back into the narrative leads adds to a level of realism and depth to the world that I find really engrossing. It's found footage to its fullest. I can't believe I'll just be able to do things from here now, like watch movies with another person, or talk to people, ever. You can hear the difference in his energy now that Reese hasn't had his daily dose of poison. He's uncharacteristically chatty, clearly not used to talking to another person, let alone needs the energy to carry on a conversation. I'm glad you'll be able to have a social life. Reese smiles to himself. Still hard to imagine, hard to believe after all these years that's gonna be my reality. A man on the screen yells a portrait of doom into the camera, trailing off into the worlds to scream. The plot is really heating up. I love that these are all distinctive versions of it gets. Little pockets of horror that affect a small number of people, and only once you start to fit it together you realize the fundamentals of the horrors of the universe. And then, it sees you back. Incredible cosmic horror. True sense. Reese is becoming very animated. Probably safe to assume he's dealing with a lot of adrenaline right now. What is entire reality turning out to be a lie? He's also talking over the movie. Okay. Reese, are you feeling okay? I'm just jittery. I've been really worried all day, and being down here is making me anxious. I'm all hopped up with adrenaline. Maybe waiting out the dock is a bad idea. The longer we wait, the more likely she's figure out we're onto her. And it'll be scary for her to lock me up again and be thorough about it this time. Just lock on the window. Scion, don't get any closer to that thing. It's time to go home. That voice, I know that voice. Without another word, Wayne starts pounding on the supposedly shatterproof window. Enemies upstairs, enemy outside. We're surrounded. Even if I get out of this house, I won't be safe. You won't be safe. What? What do you mean? Wayne isn't going to hurt you. He hasn't hurt anyone. Yes, he will. He's furious with me. Can't you hear it? But I'm not weak anymore. I can fight back. I don't have to cower in front of the people who want to hurt me. What? I can protect both of us, Scion. The window shatters. Oh, has his mom been preventing this? Reese stares at his clothes. Paint rumbles from out and canvases ghoulish figure, peeling themselves out of the two-dimensional worlds, invading yours, crawling up the walls. Grab my hand, I'll pull you out. Leave us alone. Oh my god, is he a vampire? A surge of violence and a gauge of what's been boiling outside. Reese finally comes. As it manifests, a broken basement window sealed off, and Wayne along with it. Okay. Do we trust Reese? Yes or no? Stay where you are. We aren't safe, but I feel strong now. I think I could save us. Stay here. I'll be right back. I just have to deal with the dock. Reese storms up the stairs, leaving you with his smears. Okay. Okay, let's call Tabitha. What mess have you gotten yourself into now? Okay, Reese. Okay, I'm at the clinic. I think Dr. Kelly's in danger. There's a monster on the loose. What? Don't move a muscle. I'm coming to get you. Your cousin hangs up on the phone. Okay, try. You make your way to the door of the basement that beckoned you yesterday, and all intrigue is where it washed away. You know where it leads. You know where the secrets the stone on the forgotten basement of the clinic has to share with you. Now the clinic holds with new horror. Somewhere beyond the hallway, narrow hallway leading up to the house proper into the doctor's office, where a monster is preparing to do something unthinkable. Open the door. Grasp the handle and turn. Okay. Dr. Kelly emerges from the shadows and levels a firearm in your direction. You instantly notice it's not a proper rifle, but a tranquilizer gun. Duck! Okay, just do it. You do as she says, ducking out of the way. She shoots. The gun isn't very loud. There's only a pop. Projectile leaves the barrel whizzing through the air. You turn to see a dart embedded in Reese's chest. He pulls out the tranquilizer dart between his ribs. Heavy breaths as the drug courses through his system. You're going to have to try harder than that, you How did you... As if you could hope to stop me, you pile of wasted flesh. What is happening? Before Wayne takes another step down the stairs, a flow of cracks beneath the wood. Reese's panic, pulling a mob of eerie smears, holds into enemies to place. The artist draws away, but the smears continue to work in his absence. Dr. Kelly makes her escape down the hallway. Wayne is overcome, glued in place at the top of the stairs, stiffening globs of paint. Okay, run to nearby room. You rush out of the main entryway, taking cover in the first room you see. A few seconds pass. Things are quiet. Hey. Dr. Kelly's voice cracks out from an unseen speaker. You, Scion. I'm stuck in a safe room. I can't help you from here, but you can help both of us. Okay. What is going on? I wish I knew. He was fine until he hit puberty. Everyone said raising a teen was going to be hard, but I didn't know the half of it. Now listen to me. You're in the medical storage room, right? I need you to use the black tapped key, get into the cabinet, and bring me some of the elephant tranquilizers. The bottle's labeled carfentanil. Bear tranquilizers clearly aren't going to cut it anymore. Okay. An intercom system, huh, Doc? Good. You should hear this. Scion, you don't have to do anything that she says. I'm not gonna hurt anybody else, just her. If you don't, you and I both know she's just gonna fill me full of elephant tranquilizers. Did you hear that right? And shove me back down into that basement. Maybe someplace even worse, and keep killing me every day for the rest of my miserable existence. I feel amazing right now. Better than I've ever felt in my life. Okay. I'm not dangerous. She's just scared because she knows she has to finally pay for what she's taken from me. I mean, I feel I don't want to get in the middle of this. Too bad, you're already in the middle of it. Now grab some of those tranquilizers and get a move on. You can always just stay here, son, and choose not to get involved. Just let me do what has to be done. You won't have a speck of blood on your hands. She just had no trouble doing this to her own son. Who else might she be treating without their knowledge? She's the dangerous one. Enough. Reese cries out in pain. What the heck did you do to my shoulder? You see for a brief instant coming out of Wayne's sleeve. A flash of pale yellow, gone, slipping back into Wayne's clothes. I'll handle it. You just get somewhere safe until then. The two stagger down the hallway. Quick, grab the tranquilizers. Okay. You do as she says. Head to the safe room. You make your way out of the medical storage room and back down to the hallway where Dr. Kelly disappeared. Okay. As you approach, Dr. Kelly heaves the door open, breaking apart some of the masses, sealing it shut. Hurry! I don't think I can keep you for long. Okay. You slip past her into the safe room. She shuts the door quickly. Then one of the smears managed to slip past her. She stomps on it. Painted Vresca splattered across the cement floor. Sounds like Reese and your friend are still fighting. We'll probably still meet us before he gets here. What's... Okay. Any other secrets are you keeping? Maybe if we both survive, I might decide to share a few more if you don't go tattling it to anybody. Okay, let's talk with Reese. Yeah, I bet you have some questions. Go ahead, I've got nothing left to hide. When did you find out? A little after he hit puberty. He had all the usual changes, then a few extra. Thickened nails, sharp teeth, elfish ears. Figured it might be some kind of genetic disorder. I had him checked out at a few specialists, but there was obviously nothing wrong with him. Then we had an argument. He changed right in front of me. He was nothing like what he is now. Just a couple inches and some facial abnormalities. Enough to be noticeable. I was scared. He could see that, and he stopped. That was just one-off, maybe a hallucination. But the second time, it wasn't as subtle. It didn't go away as easily. That's when I knew for sure something beyond my realm of expertise. How did he not know what he was? I've been medicating him since he was 12. We only had 3 incidents like this before, maybe 4, depending on what counts. This is probably the worst one by far. He doesn't even understand at first that he looks different. I just make sure to stay on top of his dosages, so he rarely ever does. I've been preparing for this inevitability. He's an adult now. There's only so much I can do to control him. Why? Dr. Kelly sighs. Can we stop calling it poison? Yes, it is poison, but the act of giving me poison wasn't me poisoning him. I was just medicating his illness. Starting when he's around 15, I've been giving him increasingly high dosages of Keflonin, but his body kept adapting and his system would come back, especially if we ever fought. I couldn't keep ordering all those drugs. It was already so suspicious. I could risk losing my license, especially if anybody found out what I was using them for. Someone approached me with a solution and I took it. And I've been dealing with the emotional and mental consequences of that decision ever since. Why couldn't you explain all of this to him? It seems like you could have avoided a lot of heartache. Who approached you? Dr. Kelly gives you a long, hard look. I don't want to talk about that woman, but screw it, I might die tonight, so sure, I'll tell you. It was Sybil. I don't know how she found out. Maybe Reese had an episode while I was over at this place. Who can say? I thought she was insane, telling me to give my son Razin like with some mystical mountain folk cure for fussy teenagers. She was right, though. And I hate that. I hate the power it meant she had over me. Still has. I don't trust her, Sion. She puts that sweet old lady act giving everybody tea, walking about healing magics or whatever, but she's a snake. Okay, what is he? At first I thought he was some kind of werewolf, but if he is, it doesn't follow even the moon rules or anything. Silver doesn't do anything on him, and what he's seen is just weird. Wish I could examine him while he's fully transformed. It'd be fascinating to know what happens to him or what his body does. But he seems pretty bent on ripping out my throat. Was his dad similar? A strange smile appears on her face. I wish I knew. It just kind of happened. I wasn't seeing anyone. I just woke up pregnant one day. I know how impossible that sounds. I'm a doctor, for Christ's sake. I just kept having weird dreams, like sleep paralysis episodes. Romantic sleep paralysis episodes. They were actually kind of sweet, but they were just dreams. But then all of a sudden my period stopped. Got morning sickness around 9 months later. Reese. Huh. The relationship between you two seems difficult. Yeah, you could say that. He's just a cute kid. When I found out I was pregnant, I was terrified. I didn't know if I was ready. But he made me love being a mom. It's not like I was going to be sunshine and rainbows forever. No matter what kind of kid grows up, they can change, sometimes for the worst. This is part of being a mom, too. Doing what you can to make sure the child you brought into this world isn't going to go around eating people. How do you know that he's dangerous? Well, he wants to murder me, so that's clue number one. It's not like he's a usually violent kid. He's mostly just sad, but every now and then we butt heads. That's when this side of him comes out. Imagine this happens every time he gets frustrated with anyone. Imagine he gets road rage one day and turns into a 12-foot tall monster with a million teeth and rips out somebody apart in the middle of the metropolitan area. Yeah, he's dangerous. Okay. Don't you think it might be some sort of self-fulfilling prophecy? Oh, don't preach to me. He's a sweet kid most of the time, absolutely. And Ted Bundy was sweet to people he picked off the side of the road. He didn't mean to go ahead and slaughter them anyway. I know what my son is capable of, and it's my job to make sure he doesn't hurt anybody. Okay. What's the game plan? Well, I pump him full of elephant tranquilizers, lock him in here, and then I somehow convince him to see things from my perspective. Then we'll live happily ever after. Okay, has that worked before? He's never known the exact nature of his conditions before. Maybe it was a mistake to hide it from him. Yes, it was a mistake. But I thought it meant he could feel like he had more freedom, not knowing if he just stopped taking his pills and become big and pointy enough to kill me. I'm gonna have to revoke some of those freedoms now. He's not gonna like that, but I think he'll understand, even if it takes time. I don't think he wants to hurt people. He just can't help what he is. Okay, what is this room? Old x-ray room, lead walls, and after I realized the whole situation was a possibility, I had the doors reinforced with special remote-controlled locks. Glad I could finally come in handy. Okay, we sit in silence and wait for Reese. The sound of distant breaking glass cuts through the silence in the clinic's safe room. This might be game time. Dr. Kelly opens the door, and the two of you stare out into the hallway. Hi, Reese. You don't have to do this. Your mom cares about you. Okay. Don't make her kill you, please. Oh my god. What happened to Wayne? Is he dead? Oh no. Is this what you were so afraid of? Hand over the tranquilizers. This is our shot. Okay, give her. Before Dr. Kelly can fire, a different shot rings out. Reese's body thrown to the wall, shotgun in hand. Your cousin rounds the corner and trains her weapon on the writhing body. Tabitha, what are you doing? Stop. Let me sedate him. We can deal with this non-lethally. Are you insane? That thing was trying to kill you. Okay. Alright. This is a... Alright. Okay. This is I don't know what to pick. I mean... Okay, we gotta save. I mean, if it were me, I would want. You say nothing, leaving the decision to the woman with the gun. Oh! You two, help me drag this thing outside. We're burning it. The three of you stand around, Reese's mangled, still twitching body. You see the way he's trying to stitch him back self together, tendrils of flesh melting and joining, the clicks and pops of the bones popping back together, and the horrific wet sounds. Your cousin pours gasoline over his body. She lights a match. His screams erupt into flames. Inhuman, the ruin of his face incapable of recognizing any sounds. It seems to last forever, and then it stops. In its absence, there's only the roaring frame, the sobbing of his mother, and the staring down at the writhing body of once was her son. I always knew something was off about that kid. He had a weird smell. Hug of Tabitha. Before she could push you away, you wrap your arms around your cousin and squeeze. You release her and she steps back, putting her usual distance between the two of you. Do you know what he was? No, but the door was sealed shut and I got bad vibes from your call, so I took the gun from my office. I was already armed when I rounded the corner and saw him. I just did what had to be done. Thanks for calling ahead instead of trying to handle this on your own. If you're gonna insist on your poking your nose where it doesn't belong, letting me know when you get in trouble is preferable for me finding out after the fact. The suffering is over now. This is good. Don't you dare say that to me while my son was burning in front of me. I don't care what he was. He's gone now. Now you trying to comfort me is just fingering the flesh wound. Don't bother. He wasn't even human. You have broken up with some wild animal that had every intention of killing you. He was human. I did tests. Genetically, he was no different from us. He was also an incredible artist. He was a thoughtful, kind, and mostly importantly, he was my son. I'm sorry. Okay. But he's gone. Alright, I want to see if I can save him. Let's load this. Okay. You leap forward, placing your body in between Tabitha and the whimpering Reese, his face already starting to stretch itself back together as he writhes on the ground. Sion, what the heck do you think you're doing? He's still a person. Person, my butt. Did you see his face? Both of you be quiet and help me drag him into the safe room now. Okay. You turn to see Dr. Kelly already pulling her son towards the open hallway. Tabitha swings the gun onto her back, huffily jumping in to help Dr. Kelly. Not long before his regenerating body is sealed behind the door. Not exactly how I thought this would play out, but at least none of us are dead. If you don't need permanent damage to him, you're gonna be the one paying for the medical supplies, Miss Scarlet. You aren't seriously gonna continue keeping that thing alive, are you? It's clearly dangerous. What makes you think you can keep it locked up? It is my son, Miss Scarlet, and I appreciate that he's still... And despite his appearances, he's still human. I prefer if you refer to him as such. And I managed to keep him safely locked away and harmless for years. Sure, it'll be a little more difficult now that he knows his condition, but that room is lined with lead. He's not going anywhere. He's human? Are you sure about that? Are we talking about the same guy? Trust me, I've done genetic tests. He's human, somehow, and it's my job as his mother to protect him. And to protect people from him. It's not a burden I take lightly. You don't have to worry about him getting out anytime soon. Okay. He's not some monster. He deserves to live, Tabitha. Again, are we talking about the same guy? The one with the 12 teeth and 12 feet tall? I'll figure something out. Neither of you has to be involved in this, so please just leave. I'll figure something out. You and your cousin leave. The two of you make your way back to her car, and she places the gun in the trunk and turns to face you. You're all alone, right? Is Stella still missing? I've tried calling her a couple of times, but I kept getting a stupid voicemail. Yeah. God, forget it. Let's just go home. We'll look for her tomorrow. Okay. You and Tabitha quietly return to the estate. I gotta crash. I'll see you tomorrow. She head back to bed without another word. Go to bed. Alright, we're gonna save. I'm glad we were able to save Reese. Alright, let's end things off here. Yes. Come on, close. Okay, there we go. Hee. Okay, well, I've been Scion, so thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed my content, feel free to leave a like and follow, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Or don't, that's okay too. Anyway, I'll be seeing you all next time. Let me get my ending music. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Anyway, I'll be seeing you next time. Bye.